buonasera tutti. Good evening, and thank you very much for your patience, as this is Fate's Grip, episode 21. Fun and games. It all sounds like it, doesn't it? So fantastic. Excellent. We love it.
Fun and games.
Fun? Oh, because we're in the village of Fun. You kept that until right now. That is, I'm very proud of you.
I'm
I like that.
No.
Yeah. You get to live. Roll a con save first. No,
That's a joke we made in the car.
Yeah.
Well, like, if we rocked up without your burrito, Michaela would just be like, roll a con save, you're dead. Natural 20 plus 5, dead.
Dead. No go. Excellent. Well, we're going to get straight into it because traffic was a biatch. So we're a little
Or
bit
was
late. So
Guzman
thank
the
you.
bitch? Who knows?
Hey, was it? Was it? Please try.
Not a beef with Guzman.
No. Well, literally.
Slow cooked.
Yeah, exactly right.
Fat pork.
Yeah, fair. Ooh, a nice one. Let me see. Nice one. Shoot a shot.
I hate it.
Very good. So, shout outs. Listen, Ardent Roleplay. Use.
Wow.
That's right. That's okay. I love hearing my own voice, so thank you.
Had headphones in. Very loud headphones.
Ardent Roleplay is an augmented reality tool that you can use for your D&D streams or games, just in general. So if you download the Ardent Roleplay app, you can get your creation kit sorted. You can either
Definitely
build.
not plugged in.
It's still not plugged in there.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I couldn't hear because
That's all good.
it's in my head.
You can get their creation kit. You can make your own scenarios if you subscribe to their to their app. They're an amazing bunch of people as well. So get in on that.
There's faces behind the name.
Exactly, there are plenty of amazing local faces behind the name too. If you put in Fate's Grip as your code, when you're purchasing a subscription, you will get 20% off as well your subscription. So get in there and get square.
Yeah, so speaking of amazing faces,
Beautiful. I love it.
Oh,
yeah, so,
beautiful.
John and Sarah, we really appreciate you, the guys at Meeples and Dragons. You make amazing gear. You've been such amazing support to us. There's probably nobody watching our stream who aren't aware of what you guys do because you're do so much for the community. But if you want to get some awesome dice or a dragon baggin, which I haven't got myself one yet, but I'm super tempted. It's going to happen soon. Head on over to meeplesanddragons.com.au and get yourself some swag.
Beautiful. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Hey, speaking of amazing face, no, I'm not going to steal your segue. But yeah, cool. Quick thanks to everyone who tuned into the quarry over the weekend. We escaped with everyone except for Jacob, which no one in the stream cared about, so it's absolutely fine. Rest in peace.
Sit of the quarry.
Sit of the quarry. No, he deserved everything he got. But aside from that, thank you if you were a first-time viewer. We had a couple of them in there, or if you followed over that period of time. Also, another quick thanks to Valiant Odyssey, who was streaming the other night and like posted a bunch of really nice shit in the comments and sent a bunch of their people our way. So thank you. That includes Mod Brew as well, who I believe must be one of their mods. Haven't figured that out yet. Hey, if you want to see me and Promethean in tandem scream with fear, you can do so on Sunday when we stream Man of Medan together. There'll be a fun promo poster coming soon. Time to be determined because, yeah. Because we haven't gotten that far yet, and I go on a winery tour the day before. So yeah, we are both scaredy cats. You will get to see me once again scream very loudly into a microphone, which is lots of fun.
Love doing that. Okay, cool.
It gets clipped every time. It's unsettling.
Lovely. All right. Well, looking forward to that stream. Let's get into this one and episode 21, and we'll roll the tape. See y'all soon.
Roll the tape. Ah!
Ah.
Didn't roleplay.
So, lol. Let's recap last session. I'll do it quickly. We can get it.
Whoa.
So, finding no evidence of the stone golem or bodies from the night before, but finding a lizard-like creature black and thick in its body instead. Sid took some of this for perhaps a future venture, and you all went and were invited to a village by a city, a patron of this or a citizen of this, to the south, to compete and enjoy festivities and activities with the local population. You found your first interest, Hood, in a female elf and promised a meeting with her after the day was done.
What was her name?
While Sid competed in a cook-off,
Right.
and won with a beautiful succulent meal while the rest of the party sabotaged the other competitors. With a flurry of magic, Sid won and boasted his magic prowess to the crowd. As they drew an opportunity to plead for help in their flight of a Vim without magic, an assailant stabbed Sid and cursed him before fleeing into the cat of
Thank you, NBC.
So, with that in mind, Luna, you're going to go after him.
Yeah, so I believe the last thing I did was look at these two and go, Sid's hurt, help him! And then I just booked it straight
Okay.
after Old Mate.
Alright, I need you to make me a perception check and then an athletics check. Both with disadvantage.
Can I
Go.
turn into a cat?
Yes, with this, there's no lesser room, so absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm just because movement speed for a cat is 40 feet. So I'm gonna, the second that I kind of book it, I'm gonna transform into a cat, and it's gonna be my teal and amber cat. This looks weird as fuck. And I'm just gonna like double movement straight after.
Out of interest, did you find it first in that?
I didn't say I did, so I'm gonna assume that I just went.
Just turn
Yep.
into a cat.
Let's see if this dice is not cursed.
Jeez,
Do I
using
still have
magic
to do it at disadvantage because I'm a cat?
No.
Shame on you.
Really?
Really. So
Yay.
you are small enough to go through. There is one caveat to this though.
Okay.
As you're racing underneath the feet of
Oh, no.
dozens upon dozens of people who don't see a cat in their midst, you all hear a wah as this immediate crowd around you, Luna, and around you all see in front of them this person suddenly
Yeah.
and become this teal creature that you are familiar with. And you know that this is Luna scurrying away towards this assailant. So what you need to do is make me a normal perception, a normal athletics, but then make me a dexterity saving throw as feet just are stamping on the
Just
ground.
immediately transform back.
So
Okay.
perception first.
Cool.
Think about what you all want to do soon.
Can I get that bardic inspiration by bleeding out on the floor?
No.
Wait, I just, very quickly, just really quickly, there is someone in the chat that I need to shout out, and it's Baden1979, and I have to assume that you are Rebecca, and Timmy is your husband, and I work with Rebecca.
Amazing.
Timmy is a
Hello.
massive D&D
Oh,
fan,
wow.
and plays Warhammer 40k as
Amazing.
well, and and love you too. Okay, cool. What am I doing? What order?
So you're doing the perception first to see if you can see this assailant.
Still fucking cursed. That's going in the jail. 13.
13.
Ah.
You don't see exactly the direction. After about 3 or 4 seconds, the body disappears, but you know the kind of direction.
Can I smell?
You can use your smell.
Because I have keen smell.
Yes, you can add whatever proficiency you have there.
It means that I can.
That's fine.
So I can roll
Do it again. Yeah, roll it again.
Worse.
13.
Yeah.
You see the assailant more than smell. This
Okay,
time around.
great. I'm just running.
Athletics.
Cool. Athletics. What type of thing is athletics? Strength. Okay, great. Fuck me! Strength, where are you? That is fucking 13.
13 again. Okay.
I'm just jailing dice left, right, center.
And dexterity saving throw to try and not be damaged by these feet that are stamping on the ground, trying to get closer and closer to the...
It doesn't give me a dex saving throw. It just gives me an intelligence.
What's your dexterity check?
It's +2.
Use that.
Okay. Oh my god, it's an 8!
An 8? Okay. With that,
How many hit points? I have 2 hit points. At least I can see better.
with that, you just dart forward about maybe 20 feet. So you do get through a lot of this crowd. You're probably about maybe another 20 to 30 feet away from being at the far end where there's no one, until suddenly this foot comes clamping down on top of you. You take max 6 points of damage as you turn back into you.
So that's 4 of my natural. Okay, cool. But can I see this person now?
Now looking around, yes you can. They've
How far away?
darted away. They're probably about 40 feet away.
I'm gonna misty step and then book it.
Okay. You're missing stepping 30 feet?
Yeah, the max, and then I'm just gonna run.
All right.
And I'll use double everything to just
double
go.
everything. All right. And so are they. You can see that this person is small. They are very swift of foot, as they are also just racing. You can see that the dagger, this curved, wicked, thin-looking thing, is at the side still being held tightly, as blood is dripping from it of Sid's.
How far ahead of me are they?
They're keeping pace with you, so they're probably about 10 to 20 feet away.
10 to 20
And
feet.
they're moving into an alley on the left.
Can I pull out my bow
Yeah.
and just aim for the Achilles?
So you are standing, holding, or you're moving.
Can I move
You
as
can
well?
move, but it'll be
It'll be,
disadvantage.
yeah, that's fine. I'm down. Let's go.
All right, go for it.
Take this motherfucker out. Sorry, my inner Mara is coming down.
Ross.
Oh, yes, thank you. It's so much better. That is a 18 at
18 hits.
disadvantage.
18 hits.
Yeah, so the intention is to get his Achilles,
Sure.
or her Achilles,
Sure.
so that they have to go and fall.
All right, do damage.
All right, I should do that. Give me dice.
In the meantime, Sid, make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
That's 6 points of damage.
Okay. You hit just above.
No.
You hit just above the joint. That would be the Achilles tendon. And although it sticks out of this person's heel, almost at the heel, and between the heel and the calf, you hear an audible ah, and you see them fumble and fall onto the ground.
Yeah, cool. Can I catch them at that point?
You go towards them.
I'm just gonna like bam,
And as you go-
straight onto them.
As you're going towards them and you're almost on top of them, what would you all like to do?
So as I remember, I was standing quite close to him.
You're very close.
So how you doing?
As you see,
Dead.
Sid has this you have this wound in your stomach, and normally 7. Okay. As you look down, you see that more blood than usual should be coming out of this wound. It's a shallow wound. You don't feel a lot of pain, but a lot of blood's coming out, and you feel sick
Can everyone please drink?
and woozy. And with that, you are suddenly dizzy to high heaven, and you fall to the ground, and you don't know anymore.
I'm going to race over to him.
That well.
I'm going to race over to him and go, I found the problem. It's your gaping wound. Slap my hand on it.
As you do, all of the crowd around you are just packing in more and more, saying, "Please help!" And others are saying, "What's wrong with him now? What's wrong?"
I'm going to spread my wings out and start
Magic sleep.
flapping them aggressively, like back off.
An intimidation check first. Then.
Can I assist him? And do you really think that this is going to help if you crowd around him?
Yeah, sure.
Hey.
Do it with advantage because of that.
Hey,
We love a friendly DM.
9.
I'm giving you the chances. You flap your wings out, and you do manage to move the crowd away as they look at you a little bit frazzled as to what you're doing. But the other side, just behind you, just comes rushing forward. Some people say, "I've got bandages. I can get them from my home," and they rush off. You, Sid, are still conscious, but you are very, very weak. So you can have a turn of speaking, but that's it.
That's what I'll say.
Okay.
I have one last bandage. Oh no, I think I picked up more previously. I'm going to use a bandage. Try and stay alive.
Okay. Make a medicine check.
That's a phenomenal idea.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Go for
Oh
it.
my god, the bandages, they're
You're
very cool.
gonna cast your wounds out
Hey.
in the open while.
Oh yeah, because we wouldn't want them to know we can do magic.
There's a fucking chilled cat running around. These guys put magic in the air. Like,
Speak for yourself, that can't.
That is 11 points of healing.
11 points. Okay. As you do find yourself at the same time. What was your medicine check?
It was a 13 and a 1.
A 13 and a 1. 14. So as you put this poultice onto
Let me
the
put it
thing,
into you, Sid.
at the same time, the beautiful mix, the beautiful mix of that beautiful aroma of herbs and dried flowers that would make up this pasty looking poultice just gets spread over the wound. At the same time, you cast the spell, and Sid, you heal for that many hit points. Although
You are now marinated.
Perhaps he will be the next year.
you are suffering at the moment. Exhausted.
emotionally.
You are exhausted and you're incapacitated. So you still can't move.
My poultice juice doesn't have
So I'm assuming I just had dropped to 0 hit points.
Yes.
So I've
Directly.
just got 11.
Correct, or 11 back.
Man.
You
And I
are
had that 10 temporary.
you're suffering 3 points of exhaustion.
8 points.
So you have disadvantage on ability checks. You've got your speed is halved,
It's like I needed it.
and you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh, so
You
just
might
hit
actually
round.
roll better now.
Yeah.
Like,
So
Is there anyone immediate in the area that looks like they're clamoring to help?
a lot of them, well, some of them are going back to their homes to get bandages. City has come over through the crowd and has looked around and said, "What's going on?" City.
Honda Civic.
So apologies, I put my notes on the
City.
computer.
City session. The wolf that initially invited you to the farm.
Somebody stabbed our friend.
Here, and he initially starts to move his hand towards you, Sid, but then he stops and says, "How does magic work?"
You know, you kind of just.
I mean, like this. And click some phosphorus and dance lights.
You see above you just
You
right,
fucking asshole.
like just dancing around. The crowd just looks up, and just in awe looks down, and then whispering to each other, "What's he doing there?"
And then this time when they smash together to form a word, it'll just say help.
Just help, yeah. Okay. You are as people look up and see that, Cynthia looks up as well, and he says,
Just like Arnold's back.
"It's Leona." Really, really good to see you again. You see that the crowd rushes in more and says, I'll help. No, please, let me help them. Let me help the magic user. I need you three to roll me a strength check to try and push this crowd away.
Let's do that at disadvantage. That was it's 5.
Well, sorry, what was the
Strength check.
Six.
strength
Sixty
check? Oh, okay.
Maybe we should be,
But that old bird strength.
be like a
What was that, Hood?
Strength is flat 14.
14. With the help of Velo, with the wings flopping out now a bit more incessantly, the crowd moves away, and you can now have this wide clearing of about 20 feet. And as though City now is getting up and says, "Everybody stop! Stop!" And there's a bit of a hush. Now, we have an injured here. Leave them be. Enjoy the festivities and go about your day. That is all. Enjoy the day and the week ahead. I will take care of this. So will the council. And he turns back, and you can see that they start to mill around for a bit more, but they start to now move away. And City turns back towards you three and says, "Now, but it's taken to the quiet spot, maybe away from the initial plaza, so you can get a little bit.
Should I look around and see if I can find Luna?
There's just me in the alley.
You saw no, you're still sort of in the open, just about to go into the alleyway. As you're standing over, you see her straight away. She's over the top of this figure. As you are, what do you want to do?
Perhaps you both should look after this fellow and Stitic. And I'm going to rush over to Luna.
All right. What are you doing? What are you doing? As this crowd clears.
I'm going to look down at my bleeding friend. I'm going to look at Siddiq and go, take good care of him. And then I'm going to...
As I leave, I touch Sid on the shoulder. Don't worry, my friend. The kind embrace of my bandages will have you.
I'll help too, and I'll use half of my 15 feet of movement to get up, and then hobble an extra 2 feet or something forward,
All right.
and I'll be giving chase.
Okay. Sithik stops you and says, "I don't think you have the strength. Sit."
I'll probably just fall over because I'm weak.
I'm going to fly
Okay.
immediately.
All right.
Go straight up, use my full movement speed
Alright.
to try and look down, get that bird's eye view on the chase.
All right. As you all all apart from Sid are chasing after, at that point, Luna, that you look down and you hamstrung this creature or this person, it seems, who has this thin, sort of half a mask on, sort of only the eyes and a little bit of a feminine-looking chin is showing.
Can I rip it off?
As you go down and try, the dagger that's in her
Oh, no.
hand just gets flung towards you.
Can I react? I don't think I can.
That's a 19 plus.
That definitely hits me.
Use absorb dagger.
I'm sorry.
I tried that already. It doesn't work.
That's 7 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please. As it sticks
do
into your ribs.
Why am I picking up 2 dice? I don't know. No, I don't think we can use it. It's a 15.
15. Okay. As you feel that pressure initially of the dagger, and then you feel that warm flow of blood coming out of your chest, you look down and you see that the dagger's stuck in, and you look a bit more closely at it. It has a serrated edge on one of the sides, and as you look down, you also see that there's this weird looking green blue type of liquid that's sheened almost like oil on the
Really
point of the
out of
dagger.
fun.
And with that, you also fall.
Do I get the mask off first?
As you reach down, you all see Luna start to fall. You are also suffering 3 points of exhaustion, and you are thrown.
Cool.
As this figure,
Am I unconscious or am I conscious?
no, you're still conscious. As this figure scrambles up and just starts to dart
Can
away.
I do anything?
Not your turn.
Fucking dare you. How
How far
dare
in did we
you?
close the gap?
You've closed the gap only about 30 feet or so, but going back to you, what do you want to do? Velo, Hood.
You go first.
As you see Luna fall, and this person start to dart away around the corner.
He's 30 feet away from me.
You've only gained 30 feet, he's probably another 60 away.
Not 60.
He or she.
Definitely said feminine face.
Have I got my full actions?
Yep.
Alright.
You survived to another campaign.
30 feet. I'm going to bust out my feeling agility
Mhm.
so I can move up to 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
For no reason.
Yep. And yeah, I just want to gain. That's my movement and the special ability, so it's action and bonus action.
Yep.
What am I seeing when I'm catching up?
When you're catching up, it's, this person has gone around the corner, and as you catch up and look around as well, they are about another 30 feet away from you. They are quick, and they seem to be heading, and go into a side door of a home. This double-storied, large, dark wooden type of home, much like all the other homes here.
Take a quick look back and see where Velo's at.
They open the door and look towards you, and you see this movement with a hand
Yeah.
as a small dagger is thrown towards you. That's only a 16 to hit.
As soon as that comes out, reaction is defensive duels, so just swipe it out. Yeah.
Ding, and it just flies out of sight.
Guess who's fucking dead?
Do I see these two run into the house?
Yes, you have that bird's eye view, and you look down and you see that this.
Right. So look, I can see the main entrance to this house, right?
Yes, you can.
Is there a courtyard or a back door or something of that nature?
A back door. Make a perception check.
18.
Mm-hmm. There's no courtyard, or there's no courtyard per se, but there's just a door into a home. But on the back there is a back door.
Cool. I'm going to I'm going to swoop down and use as much momentum as I can to not crash into the door, but land at a run and then basically just try and kick it in.
Okay. You need to make me an acrobatics check first, and then a strength check.
Picturing a pigeon flying.
Yes, straight up.
You now have 3
All right.
Woo!
Cool. Acrobatics will an 18 succeed? 18
will.
plus, yep. And what was the other one?
Strength.
Strength.
To kick the door in.
6.
The door was unlocked. You go straight through. You go straight through so much that you do land really, really nicely, but into a wall. And you sort of stop yourself almost as you hit, and it's only a very slight tap, which then curves around into sort of a small hallway. The first thing you notice in Velo is it's dark. Truly dark. And looking down, you don't see too much from within because of the smoke.
Does my dark vision work here, or is it...
It would otherwise, however, if there's smoke in the air, smoke of incense, a really strong incense smell, which is clouding. the smoke is so strong, and prevalent. It's just clouding everything in front of you.
How tall, from my vantage up in the sky, how tall would I think this person we're chasing is, roughly?
With that perception check, you feel like they were probably anywhere between 5 to 6 feet.
So just normal human, like human size. Would...
So I've lost them from when he threw the dagger
And
at me.
he's gone in.
Ah.
He's gone in.
I would have followed in with Velo then, if that was the case.
Throughout on the other side, because you
you
didn't see Vela go through the back. You just saw
you're
her.
in the back door.
Yeah, I chose the back door because I thought I saw you go through the
Oh,
front.
so I don't.
You don't see Velo apart from when she has gone over that roof and out of sight. You don't know where she is.
So old mate who threw the dagger, are they still there?
No, they've gone in through the front.
They wouldn't be too far away then.
No,
I was peeked through the door then.
peek through the front.
As far as I know, it was pretty close, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The door has slammed in front of you though. As you go to the front, you look in, or you look at the door. It's closed.
There's no windows on the ground floor.
Looking over, there are two, one on one side of the door, one on the other. As you look in, it's almost like it's frosted over. But you have another look, and you also do notice that there's so much thick smoke here. You have this strange smell of incense that's coming from inside that you can't see.
I'll switch the window.
All right. The glass just shatters everywhere. You hear that, and you hear that. As you see this smoke start to billow out of the window. and it's framed. So you notice that there are four little panes of window, and are you smashing all of them to get in?
Oh, I'll smash it and then clear it. So if I jump through the window, hopefully I can open this.
Yeah. Okay. You clear it completely. What are you doing and you doing?
No, you haven't been. It's been longer since you.
It's so acidic. I got stabbed at your festival. You can't take the win away from me. I didn't use magic to make the meal. You did one of the weapons, so.
You must understand.
That you are a dickhead.
Magic is gone. It has been. And he, at this time, he's sort of having your arm over his shoulder. He's supporting you as you're moving to a quieter space outside that circle of storms. As you look over, you see that people are still watching you leave, but they're now starting to go back to the festival. They're eating, they're sitting. A bit more of a hushed environment as they seem to be discussing the most recent events. And you go behind one of the stalls and you sit on a bench. He sort of lays you down. People have lost hope. This is why we have this festival. Now you all suddenly appear. Cast magic in a place that is without hope. What do you expect to happen? People are angry. They are, no matter what kind of magic or how you perceive to entertain, people are lost. Everyone is. Why do you think? I hate to say it, but I'm not surprised you were attacked. People are jealous, angry. They see something like this, and I don't have control of it.
But what you do have control of is giving me the first prize.
Make a persuasion.
That's not a disadvantage because it's a skill, is it?
That's correct.
Sweet. Alright. Right up the pass on that one at least.
Okay. Your balls. I'll tell you that much. Let me speak to the judges, like I said. I'll put in a good word. I'll let them know that it was fact. If you let tell all some kind of trick that it was not, there would be a will you at least let me do that?
It means that I get what's rightfully mine. First prize. And yes.
Are you happy here if I go and talk to them?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going anywhere. Take me half a day to get over there at this point.
You can still cast me. Can you still cast magic?
Depends how far away they ran. I'll put some phosphorus again, see if he gets lights come up.
He does. He sparkles in the air. He looks up. Perhaps he puts his hand on you and just sort of hovers and mutters something. And you feel yourself strengthen. You feel yourself right and become less sore. You're fine. Full hit points and
You.
exhaustion gone.
I'll do a little spin on my heel and go, I'm back!
At this time, he isn't looking at you. He's just looking at his hands in wonder. Perhaps I can go back to what I was doing before then.
What were you doing before?
I was those that had passed away that I could still talk to, even in death, finding out about their lives. And if they were good, if they were good lives, good people, they had the ability to give them a second chance. If what I found was true. I do miss settling down in one place. There's always that tunnel to connect. Tells you to travel. Tells you to help move along, move around, meet stuff. And that's what I did. That's my life. With the magic of him off, I was able to bring people closer to someone.
Far more powerful than I was. So, I guess after you go handle getting me that first place with the judges, maybe come find us again. But probably go check on the others. I'll tap him on the shoulder as I run off in the direction of us or companions go.
All right. Luna.
I'm like on the ground with a dagger in my chest, apparently.
You
I'm
see
totally fine.
a couple of people come past and they just gasp, and one of them just looks over and retches on the ground as they see your wound.
Gross, I can see that. So my movement speed is halved, hey,
Yeah.
and I'm prone.
Yeah.
I can't really move. Oh.
You can get up. We'll try to, but that's all you could do in this turn, I guess.
I'm gonna crawl because I feel like I'm gonna move faster if I crawl. I'm just gonna crawl towards where I saw Velo go, I guess. In the process, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay, the dagger still sticks out of you, but you can certainly cast that on
Yeah.
yourself.
So like, is it in a position that if I was gonna pull it out, do I think it would do more damage?
It's-
Cool. So I'm gonna leave it in and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Yeah, the serrated edge is just formed in a particular way that
Beautiful.
it's brushing up against your ribs.
That's 10 points of healing, which is
Okay.
almost full health, actually.
All right.
Uh,
The wound around the dagger closes
fabulous.
like an old scar, but the point is still sticking out. But you don't bleed it.
Cool. Great. And I'm just gonna keep crawling. I'm gonna be like, Bella! Help!
You do, however, would hear blue light.
Is it Bella the last person I saw? Or Hood?
Wood was.
Oh, if it was Hood, then I would have gone towards Hood. I just assumed it was Bella.
Oh,
Hood, help!
with the sound and
Ow.
I guess the flash from the spell, I'll flip around and realize the distress that Luna is in. Oh my god, I really want to get these people. And if I can, there's no movement or anything that I can see that's happening inside now.
Get the people,
perception
but
check.
send someone over to me.
Perception is going to be 18.
18. You do see from within, because of the thickness of this incense, you only see this swirl of fast smoke and not the normal rising and slow falling that smoke usually has when it's in stasis, as this figure moves more into the home.
And because the way Velo entered, I actually have no idea where Velo is. And I hear your permission to keep chase, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
Ow!
goodness. If I don't know if I can do this, but with my thief can't. I'm gonna take a dagger out, and anywhere small and inconspicuous, I'm gonna mark the house with
Your own pee?
Something along the lines of victim or target is in there in this place.
Okay, sure. No problem.
And I'm gonna rush over to Luna and see if I can pick her up and assist her.
Okay, you know that she's crawling towards you, and you see the dagger. And
Luna,
you-
I don't think this is supposed to be in here. And I put my hand on the dagger.
What?
Kind of stuck.
Wait till Willow's here so she can heal me, please.
Looking at it, it looks like a khopesh. If you know what that looks like, it's essentially this Egyptian-y looking blade
Yeah.
that's curved, but it's a smaller version of it and serrated, basically. So the handle is made of sort of a general leather bound.
Ow.
It's probably sticking out. It's probably only about 3 or 4, maybe centimeters in Luna's sort of rib area, and it's sticking out about 2 or 3 feet. It's fairly big handle.
So I know the place. I could get this out for you, no worries. I've got the bandages. I'm not so sure where Velo is. She gave chase as well, but
Do you have any healing potions?
I've got 1 or 2 left, yes.
Hey, just be ready to heal me if you're gonna do it.
You're going to have to be prepared. We're always already burning daylight with
If he's like,
targets inside.
we're all drinking apparently.
And as I say that, I just pull the dagger out.
Jordan! That's naughty. I like it. If it's cool, I'm gonna, if he's doing that and telling me that, I'm gonna hold a cure wounds on myself to release as soon as it exits. I'm gonna also try and, like, as he pulls it, like, pull the opposite way.
Okay, strength check.
Because I apparently know what the dagger is, could I whittle it out in a way that's not going to pull more of a scar? Like,
Dexterity check.
What if
Curve it out.
what if you're whittling it?
I'm dead.
That's good. Dexterity?
Yep.
That should be pretty good. 18 again.
18. Okay.
Lever.
Very careful.
Whoa.
It is more of a levering that makes it minimal as extra
Going with
damage.
it.
You, however, Luna, still take a little bit of damage there.
Do I immediately heal after? Fabulous. I'm gonna roll that.
Holy moly! Okay, still max 6 damage.
Max. So I'm full health now,
Full health.
but still exists.
Slap the wound. You look better than ever.
Ow! I'm exhausted.
Are you going to be alright to give chase?
I mean, I'll move slower, but yeah, I'll be okay.
You're good with all this fancy stuff. You smell that? And I'm going to indicate the smoke that will probably come out of the
It's-
incense.
You look over,
I
Luna.
sniff the smoke.
Yeah, it's subtle. It's coming from a house away, so it's
Does it smell like a flower or like a herb or
Gas?
a gas?
so it's not gaseous in smell. It's not like it's not gaseous. It's flowery, pulpery.
Potpourri.
Yeah, that's
Smells
that
like
sort of,
it smells like my grandma's house,
but heavy, very strong.
but it's sickly,
Like grandma's house.
like grandma's house. Run!
At this point, Sid, you've caught up with them. The last thing you notice, or the first thing you notice, sorry, is Luna healing herself once more as the dagger is very gently.
You got done too.
No. Run! Go!
Where? Into the house where the smelly-ness is coming from.
I'll sprint towards the house.
All right.
I'm gonna stay up front and
Mhm.
watch for if anyone exits the house that looks like the person,
Mm-hmm.
and if they do, I'm gonna be waiting to do something.
Now that I've taken a little bit of time outside with Luna, is there you said there was a second story. Is there any windows up there?
Up there, looking up, you do see another 2 windows, one on either side of the home
Just
as
inside, like-
well. These are large rectangular ones in comparison.
Try and use my climbing speed and get up to the second level.
Okay, make an athletics check, please.
While we're up the tree.
Athletics is a 13.
13. As you both watch, the feline prowess of Hood climbs up this wooden facade on the outside of this home, and you find your purchase using those sharp, thick claws to dig into this wood, which is this dark, ebony-looking timber. And as you climb up further, you see that you get to a small landing that looks like a slightly angled bit of timber that welcomes you to the second floor. And as you climb a little bit further, you reach it.
I'm gonna make a gesture to Sid to see if he sees me.
You do.
What's the gesture?
It's like wave wildly, and I'm going to.
I'll take that as, like a showboating, and not wanting to be outdone, I'll try and like sprint towards that broken window and hardcore, like dive through it and do a roll.
I can just drop a bit of break.
A little bit. Sorry, the first floor one.
So I'm assuming, well, unless you want me to perceive seeing the window that he smashed.
No, you see.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll sprint towards it, and I'm just full. I'm gonna go for that,
Oh.
where you dive and then like roll
Yes.
through like parkour style.
Okay, roll me an acrobatics check.
Ah, you sweetest.
Oh. And yes, not wanting to be outdone with a 23, I'll try to flare on it and do a little handspring off the edge and twist through it.
All right. You land very gracefully, tumbling and just forming this almost this hands outstretched and one knee down and one leg up sort of pose at the end. And as you look up, you are a centimeter away from a large, solid wooden table. You are very close to smashing your head into it. But thankfully, you did. And you are surrounded by that thick smoke.
Yes, yeah, I'll try to perceive the threat.
Get the roll ready. No. As you look, even from where you entered in the back door, you look back and the incense, this smoke has formed up again behind you, mere feet away from the entrance, so that it obscures even that sunlight that's coming in from an afternoon. You'll see outside, you still see that there's a very small garden, overgrown, unused. You see that there are bits of sticks that would have made up sort of a garden beds around. You see barbed wire in certain areas as well that would corner off this home, but otherwise disheveled, overgrown grass. And through you see this hallway that just looks like it's a very wide hallway that looks like there's a singular door that would have you enter another room at the end.
Cool. There's no trapdoor on the ground or anything beneath the carpet where I'm at.
Investigation check. This is all stone floor, dark stone.
Ooh.
That's 18.
Doesn't seem to be. You look very, very thoroughly at the floor, at this black stone, and nothing out of the ordinary seems to be around you. It's an empty space, which is unfurnished completely. The one thing you do pick up, all of a sudden, is a violin. There's this echoey, very, very soft violin playing short wind.
Next room.
Alright. As you walk forward, it looks like this. As you look at the door, it is closed. It's a higher door. There's a couple of steps that lead up to it, and it looks like it's shut. There's a sort of a turn door handle, all made of this dark solid wood. And as you try and open it, it doesn't lock.
What does the lock look like on my side of
A keyhole. So a simple keyhole, but a large one. That's all you can see. It looks like just a single key would go in, turn it, and close.
What was in the room behind me? Empty space.
Empty space. There's thick incense smoke, a high ceiling, just made of that same stone, and nothing else in this room.
I am going to take out my scimitar. I'm going to try and wedge it in between the crack of the door. And if I can get down onto the lever, hopefully I can either lift it up from the outside like that, or I can push it back into the mechanism and slide the door open.
All right, make me a dexterity check.
Terrible vision. Mold.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, that's a 3.
A 3?
Yeah. Steps.
As you try and shimmy the scimitar into that space, you move it in a particular direction that it gets stuck. It is now stuck in the door. You can't seem to get it out at all. And at that point, as though someone is right next to your ear, something or someone whispers, almost like a question, and instinctively turn. You don't recognize or familiar with the voice.
Okay, spooky ghosts. I think I'm about to avenge you. I said it out loud. Looking at the bit of the house I can get to, so there's no trapdoors or anything like that.
Not in this room. Nothing. Just this door. Impossible.
If I was, how much of the house, aside from this room, how much, like on the bottom floor, how much of the house is blocked off to me?
We're not sure. You did see a front door, so there's every possibility you could go through the front door. You hazard a guess that the house entirely, there's probably maybe another 5 or 6 rooms on one level.
Okay.
So there's a fair few rooms on this level to from where you come from, what you've seen, but you're not quite sure about what's accessible and what isn't.
I'm going to get down old bird knees and look through the keyhole. Can I see what's on the other side?
Okay, yes. Perception check, just because it is very, very smooth.
9.
9.
Alright.
Looking through the keyhole, you see what looks to be a table that is directly on the other side of the door. Not against it, but only about 5 feet away, as though there doesn't seem to be a way past it from that side to this. You also see beyond that some lounge chairs. It looks like a fairly nice room with carpet on the ground on top of this black stone. You notice that there's a small side table as well, and a fireplace.
I'm going to look down at the ground on the other side of that keyhole and cast Misty Step, so I should be able to jump through this door.
You asshole.
I was hoping for it. And without,
No, you're merciless.
you appear on the other side. And you felt small for but a moment, and then stretched out again, as you are now in this room. Wait, and Luna as well, as you
So I'm like watching. I'm like,
notice Sid barreling through the window, landing safely. You can hear anything else though from there. What do you look
I'll take a peek through that window.
at? Okay, as you look through, you see through the top. Through
Yeah, on the second level.
the, perception.
Here's a 15.
Spider webs. Stone floor. Though there's some carpet or rugs, you're not quite sure what. This dark grey carpet that would match the stone floor. You see a used up old fireplace and a bed that looks like it hasn't been used in ages. Large, mammoth, taking up the majority of the room. In it, you see a figure. Long gone. A skeleton. As though dead while sleeping and unmoved from that spot. On its side. And you two hear this slight whisper right next to your ears that says, dead. And looking over quickly, nothing.
I'll look down at Luna. We've got the green light.
There's a green light in there?
Is the window open or closed?
Close.
What does that mean?
Can I open it?
Looking over and around, there's a little latch that is closed and locks the window from the inside. As you look,
Headbutt.
your eyes gaze over to what looks to be a painting. This painting seems to be depicting a family. A fairly normal looking family that in the background looks to be sand and a seesaw. But the eyes of these family members are bleeding.
Oh,
We got a green light.
I retract
Bleeding
what I please.
portrait.
Perhaps it's slightly more dire than I thought.
You've literally given me no information.
Does any of that look familiar from any of the thing that happened with
Good thing.
the hologram and also from my vision?
The only thing that you can really connect is in the background, looking barely there. You feel like the background is depicting a desert, but then with a coastline and ocean beyond it. But the family you don't recognize. They're smiling. It almost looks like a painting that's just done. There's very little dust on this, where there's dust on everything else.
I would actually probably. I'm going to use my climbing equipment and just drop a. Like an anchor into the side of that window.
Yep.
Tie a little bit of rope around it, drop down. I think there might be something more going on in the house than just a couple of regular old thieves trying to kill here.
Okay. Should I wait out here? Do you want me to climb the rope? What do you want me to do?
Well, I'd be dropping out the window. Can Sid hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
And I look into the window.
You can just barely make out Sid's silhouette.
In a sweet, sweet pose.
Sweet pose, Sid.
Thanks, buddy.
I think perhaps our time with catching these criminals is gone.
Has anything like, because the whole, like what I was intending on doing is sitting there and going,
Looking around.
like waiting for if I see any figures sneaking out or anything like
Perception.
that. Yeah, let me just move this. Yeah, okay, let's go. Guidance. Oh, I've got to do it at disadvantage, don't I? Wait, no, it's,
It's
a
an
skill.
ability.
It's a skill.
Correct.
Yep, shit. Okay, great. This is terrible. Hey, 17. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Guidance.
Looking through and just boosting your awareness.
Specifically the masked figure. That's who I'm looking for.
No mask figure. You see the swirls of smoke that just obscure everything within. Although what you do notice is through the window on the right, whereas Sid went through the window on the left. The window on the right, as you look in, you notice it almost looks like a library, a small library. There are plentiful amount of books. They're very neatly packed on shelves, though the shelves are worn. Not broken, just old. And the books themselves, they do look like they've had their time. And a lot of there are a lot of gaps in there as well, but it's lined. And you can see that in the middle, there are also bookshelves, and on the surround.
I'm gonna hobble half my movement speed, 15 feet forward. How far away from the house am I?
You're now only about 5 feet. No, you're nearly right there.
Oh, hey, Luna.
Before I hobble over, then I'll change my action
That's
if
right.
that's okay. Is I will guiding bolt the window,
Okay,
just the window,
sure. On the right.
the one that has the library
Okay.
in it. And yep, so I'll do that.
This blinding
Sorry.
bright light and explosive sound just deafens you for just a moment as even from where you are, Velo, you notice that you hear and see this like almost like a muffled explosion, and also this light flashing light.
So I can see the flash of light, but it's not the room that I'm in.
No. Around corners.
What's the flashing light?
Okay.
I will then make my way towards the window that I've just smashed and say hello, Valiant, obviously, and keep, and then like, yeah, I'm just gonna try and look through as much as I can without. Ow.
So you're not going you're not going in yet.
Well, I can only move half my movement speed, so.
Yeah. As you look in, you see that this smoke, this incense is forming outside of the home now, but you don't see anything more from within yet. Velo, as you start to make your way to that second door that's in front of you that would lead you out to potentially another room, this time you hear this slight clicking noise as you step on something. And as you do, can I be reminded about what you're wearing? Well,
I am wearing my blue robes at the moment. I don't think I'm wearing armor at present.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine.
wearing my fancy robes.
Yeah, good. As you hear the clicking sound, you need to make me a dexterity saving throw, as all of a sudden, below you, the ground gives way.
Oh shit.
What did you call that?
That's
Oh,
cocked. You
it's a little bit
re-roll it. Don't just guess.
I just asked. So much worse. 8.
An 8, you fall. You fall about 4 or 5 feet. By the time you get there, spikes greet you. And you land on sharp spikes.
Welcome to the trap.
Ow.
Got my life in 2 pieces.
Just in front of the door. As you were approaching it, you take 12 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Your
Whose house is this?
your
Tried to warn you.
Walking around fine.
Yeah, where's the town gone? This is a small town.
And you are also considered.
We are,
You're considered pinned.
Hmm.
Ugh.
Can't flap my way out of there.
You can try if you'd like.
That's appropriate. Yeah.
Can't fuck your way
I'm
out of
just a
every
pigeon
problem.
on a spike.
So I'm
Oh, Jordan.
You're bleeding from both wings
Mm.
and your side.
right. So I'm spiked.
Oh, your rotisserie.
Right. So I'm not gonna try to flap my wings out. Instead, what I'm gonna do is brace them against the ground below me and extend them out as long as they can go. Which should hopefully lift me up off these spikes.
They do.
Ow.
And you're right up again. A good.
That's good logistics.
You can climb or fly your way out as well, still, if you'd like.
I play with these spikes though. Yeah.
Looking down, they're fairly rusted. You also see what seems to be a plethora of rats, mice that have just starved in this small pit.
There's no time for lunch, so I'm going to I'm just gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself again, I guess.
Do we hear the crash?
We're all just like, ah.
Velo did make an audible as just you know one of those
Did you say anything?
um, innate. But yes, you did. You heard a bit of a yell from another room, and you two all now hear the slight violin playing some.
Is it coming from upstairs or downstairs, the violin?
You can either use that perception you've already made, or you can do it.
Super bad.
Hey.
It's a nat 20.
A lot.
Does it seem to be coming from the one spot? Where did it come? How precisely?
Yeah.
Like, if I get my ear and put it on the floor, can
Yeah.
I hear a precise
Spike the bear.
kind of? Can I figure out kind of where it's
Yeah.
most near to?
You can. It's directly in the center
What
of the
shitheads.
house.
Right. 1 story down, 2 stories down. If I had to estimate.
You estimate about. That's why it's very, very slow.
And 2 stories is like in the room we're in now. Like a 8 feet would be.
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna stand directly above where I think the noise is coming from,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna.
You are in. You're not directly over it. You're sort of to the side of it.
Right.
So you wouldn't be able to go straight down and find what you're looking for.
Oh no, I just want to stand directly above where I think the noise is coming from.
That would need to be in another room.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in a sort of side room. You would guess that there's another room that's close.
I'm going to. Is the door locked between here and that room?
As you climb out and inspect it. Did you roll your cure wounds again?
Yes, I got 5
Okay.
points, which I've added back to
Cool.
myself.
It is. You turn the handle, same keyhole, locked. That it's a dark brass.
I'm going to use my Mold Earth cantrip. I'm going to cast it 20 feet down to the ground where I can hear some asshole playing the violin
It's just a mold infestation
in the
now.
ground.
Tumble.
And I'm just going to basically. I think I've got a.
I'm very determined to find this motherfucker.
I think I've got a 5-foot cube.
Mold earth.
Yes. Yep, 30-foot range and a 5-foot cube.
I'll just have to get it.
Hmm?
No. It's really a bit.
Just want to check something on that.
Yes.
You took mold earth. You had stone shaped last campaign. You just like moving shit around.
I am stone shaped.
You didn't
What?
grow up with Legos, did you?
No, I play a lot of
Choose a
Minecraft.
portion. So you choose a portion of dirt or stone that you can see.
Ah. Yep, you're right. That would have been cool though.
Hey, rule of cool.
No.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to yell out for my companions. And I'm going to let them yell loudly. Can you hear me? Have you caught him?
Ah,
You all
We can
hear
hear, yeah.
Velo faintly,
ah.
Oh,
very faint, as though Velo, she's in another house.
I stepped on a punji pit.
I guess after doing a sweet flip through the window, standing there for an absorbent amount of time.
Yep,
I
you
just,
did that.
I just come back to the window where Hood just said something. Like, you should just say punji pit. What's a punji pit?
I have no idea. Do I know what a punji pit is?
No idea.
Can I roll a history check?
Not even 20 will get you any sort of idea what that would mean.
Perhaps it's some kind of pit that came from high vantage. I don't know.
It's probably something ancient like she is that no one ever talks about
Yeah,
anymore.
they changed the wording for it. But anyway,
Where is she?
I've heard some weird shit upstairs, and I think we might be dealing more with not just some thieves and criminals, but maybe something else supernatural. There's like bleeding eye painting upstairs and dead giants.
Maybe I shouldn't have sent Siddiq off to make sure I won the competition. He'd probably be angry.
Well, we'll do what we've got. I mean, we could just, exit. And come back later.
Well, where's Bello?
It's a great shout, actually. We did hear. Sorry, you did mention we did hear that.
Since we had it, I'll yell out, "What's a punji pit?"
And just as you are hearing the violin from so far away, so too was Sid's voice.
I'm going to yell back as loud as I can. It's like a pit filled with spikes.
Did I get any gauge on what direction I should be heading?
Perception.
I'm hammering on the door too.
13.
13. The sense of direction is... It's not obvious. She could be upstairs, she could be 1, 2 rooms over. As you look through this room with that perception check as well, you see that there's a pool table directly in front of you that is neatly set up, ready to strike the first hit of a game. Each ball, however, is not a pool ball, sort of dirty. Looking a bit closer, you possibly smell slightly off meat. As you look towards each of these things in that perfect triangular shape, and for an instant, you see beating hearts. And then billiard balls. And then you hear someone just your ear. You feel the wind of their breath.
Do any of us hear that, or just? Oh, and this smoke's still like blanketing the room.
Blanketing the room. It's very difficult to see more than 10 feet. But this room itself, it has a couple of green armchairs. Again, looking towards a fireplace on the left-hand side as you're looking into the room. There's a door on the right-hand side and a door directly in front as you look at it a bit closer. And a rug underneath them.
Store right in front of me is closest. Or the handles, the buttons.
This large brass handle is locked.
Something like a keyhole or a gap in the...
You can see through. It looks like that there is a large rectangular table that looks like it's set up, ready for a meal, just without food. And it's a fairly large rectangular room. You see an open doorway on the right hand side, another fireplace, almost like there's a cooking space on the left.
Just looking through the keyhole, brick coming up on the other side of the door. Opening up.
Okay. And thus Rick unlocks the door from the other side and opens the door up. As the door opens, you hear this, and you look above you where the sound came from, and this fireball is directly above you, dexterity saving. Oh, jeez.
Also, apparently your hair looks cool.
It does look cool.
Thank you. It looks wonderful.
It does.
Cool.
Michaela's
so
like, please stop.
Sure, this should be the advantage.
Yeah.
Sorry about the music.
We all look like shit, but Michaela apparently looks cool.
Okay, I look nice, but sweet.
Did you?
I look directly into it as it smashes me in the face with a natural one.
That's a 1.
Oh my god.
These are different dice too.
What the? Stop.
The door is the final boss.
Stop rolling dice.
17 points of fire damage as you are just engulfed in fire.
Given the way Sid's been rolling lately, it's just picturing like a Looney Tunes, like fucking, and then I'm like Daffy Duck all blacked out with like the beaky on hand. Ow!
Perhaps we should keep an eye out for traps from now on. Are you okay, Sid?
All this while, I'm
So
gonna
cool.
look through the
My
fucking
eyebrows
window.
should have been off.
What happened to your
You can make
mohawk?
another perception if you like.
This is the library room, yeah?
Library.
I guess what I'm looking for without entering, knowing that the words of a fucking spike pit were yelled out, and there's bleeding portraits and stuff like that, I'm gonna look to see if it's safe to enter, and also if there's anything a bit weird.
No problem.
I'm gonna have to. No, it's not a disadvantage because it's a skill check, so it's a 16.
16. As you look into the window, nothing appears to be untoward. It looks like it's fairly safe to move into the space. This room is all carpeted with this off-white grey type of carpet that's very thick. Has that really musty book smell, but old, almost like moths, and that same incense. Just
Yeah.
doesn't seem to have a starting.
Pull out an arrow and just throw it into the room to see if anything reacts, if there's any traps or anything like that.
Yeah, aiming for anything or just the ground?
Just like center of the ground where I can see it.
It's between you and the first set of shells directly in front of you. As it hits the ground,
It doesn't look like it goes into the ground like too far or
it just
anything.
hits the rug and then falls to the side.
I think I'm gonna go in.
You sure you want to do that after you just saw what happened to Sid?
Well, I just threw an arrow at the ground and nothing happened. Do you have anything else I can throw that's heavier?
I'll turn and look at you and just go. Bunch of soot ball.
You can't see each other from that end.
You know what?
You looking back out of the window because you're quite in the room while the window's
Alright.
right outside. Sorry.
It's too far. Maybe you'll just see a little puff of soot come out the window.
I will then look at them and be like, well, I guess I'll go in as a cat then. And I'm just gonna change back into a cat and like jump
Okay.
through.
All right. As you jump in,
I don't know why I went.
landing safely on the ground, looking around again. You don't have dark vision as a cat, so
No, but I can smell.
you can.
Dark.
It's overpowering incense though.
Dark smell.
As you look around, you don't smell any ducks.
Dark
Oh,
smell.
duck.
Not duck. I can smell her. That's it.
Restaurant.
It's as you saw it as you went in. Nothing else untoward.
I guess I'm just gonna carefully slink around and look for anything weird.
Investigation.
Investigation. Yeah. intelligence. So it is a 16.
You start to read some of the books, and on the spine of the books, you see some of them have a name, some of them don't. One of them reads "Exploring Bit," a guide to the lands. Another one says exorcisms and how to perform them. Another one simply is titled The Dead. Another one is how to make weapons. Another one is a cooking guide. Another one is the councils of it, so just about the general government.
Cool. I'm just gonna keep scanning along the shelves for now. If you guys want to do anything.
What?
Velo,
Whoa.
What?
can I roll a perception to find out where she may be?
Yeah, sure.
In what direction, at least?
Sure,
Not
go for it.
obviously.
No problem.
That's not gonna work. Perception is a 10.
10. Not well enough. Because you're upstairs, aren't you? You're looking in still from upstairs, or have you gone back down?
I dropped down
Yeah, you did.
and jumped in with Sid.
So you're in that room. Velo is either one or two rooms directly ahead of you, or somewhere on the right-hand side. Maybe in the first room. You even think she might have gone upstairs, directly in front, but up.
Can you head backwards?
Yes. I turn my whole head and face it backwards.
You don't see what she's doing.
Can you leave the building?
Oh. Maybe. I'll give it a try. I'll try backtracking my steps.
Okay, you avoid the pit trap and you go back towards the door you came from. And as you look at it and try and open it, it's not opening.
In that case, I'll probably go back around the pit,
Yeah.
trap again carefully. Just try and smash the door that's I can't misty step through.
Okay, strength check.
Come on. Yeah, 19.
19. You make an almighty dent. You hit the point where the door handle and the lock would normally go into, and that just creaks like wood. And if
Is that audible to us?
it is, but again, barely.
I'll turn to Hood and she's done a hip in.
It's the door is broken, but it's not off its hinges. It's not on the ground. It's not able to bypass yet.
Alright. No.
But you can actually see a bit more through it as well.
Aside from the smashing of the door, which I'm going to keep on doing if I can get through, that's my turn.
All right.
Just gonna howl. I'm just gonna you know how when a cat gets stepped on?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like,
Okay.
trying to get their attention.
What are you doing, Sid?
Torn between which noise to look at. So I guess the would have been more audible. So I will pull out a potion of healing and drink that
Okay.
before I die, and head towards the cat noise.
Gonna start brushing up against the books.
As you heal yourself, Sid,
Barely.
barely, you need to make me a survival check to try and find your way to that meowing. Because again, it's not easy to find direction to other sounds here.
16.
Okay. As you go through into this next room, the table with a plentiful amount of chairs on either side, about 5 on either side and 1 on each end, and the plates look clean. ready to eat. The cutlery looks clean, without the spider webs that are in every corner and every wall of this place. The dark purple and black spiders, tiny, just scuttle along the walls. You all do at that point. And you look to your right and you see that open doorway that leads to a staircase that seems to be the middle of the hut. You go through there, and as you're walking between there, and you can see that there's another door on the far side, the stairs leading up, and another door on your right that looks like it's the entrance, the main entrance. You walk towards that, and you feel this light wind brush past you. But that's it. But you feel like the meowing is either coming from upstairs or directly in front of you now, which is the room opposite. Up to you.
If I feel like it's taking too long, I would just every now and again do it again to like kind of like cooey.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Even though you're doing it
following me
again,
through?
it's not helping your decision making as to which way to go, either up or side or through. So it's up to you.
Following me through?
Did I see Sid?
Yeah, you saw Sid. Yeah.
If I could, I want to grab one of those pool cues, and I'm going to follow Sid.
All right, you follow suit with a pool cue. As you grab one hood, and you have a good purchase on it. You almost do a double take, as you see in front of you, instead of a pool cue, there's a snake in your hand all of a sudden, as it make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god! Everything wants to kill us. Death.
Dexterity saving throw. That's like a 20.
Everything is.
As you just manage to avoid its strike, you look at it again, just a pool cue.
I don't like this, Sid.
Are you still meowing?
Yeah, every now and again.
What's she saying? What's she saying?
That's just me.
I
Can I identify the meow?
It's survival.
Really?
Yep. It's just
I'm
knowing
not
direction.
speaking to Baxi.
Knowing direction.
It's a 9.
She hungry?
You think that Luna's upstairs.
Look. So the room that I saw, do I have a gauge on how many floors up is there from when I was outside?
2.
So it was just the one and the one I got
Yep.
up to. I guess I didn't see the back of the place, so I wouldn't know. All right, what do you want to do? Bello, can you hear us? Any better?
Just as faint.
what?
Do us a favor and knock on one of the walls or the roof.
Just knock on the door.
The door you're trying to kick in. Another strength check, by the way. As you hear that, the sound of fist on or claw on wood is going through.
That is 18.
As you tear the door down, it now is destroyed. This massive kick from this old
It's a
Aracopra.
full house. It's like someone's resting
What
place.
And Hood,
And we're just like, wow!
Hood, you see that as you walk past, so you're with Sid, so you go into this room where the tables are and such. You're walking towards the right.
Mm.
Weirdly enough, you look back at that crash, and Velo is on the left-hand side where you just came through. And you see Hood directly in front of you.
Is that you, Velo? And I'll poke him with the pool cue.
As the pool cue is starting to come towards you, you blink, and it's this snake that is about to strike you. Make me a dexterity saving.
Birds and snakes don't go. Pigeon v snake.
No.
A 9. Its fangs dig into your arm.
Can I bite its head with my beak?
Yes, you can. Attack roll.
What does this look like to
It's like
me?
a
I'm
kookaburra.
what the fuck? It's Velo.
That is a 23 to
That
hit.
hits.
Cool. I am going to cast guiding.
Point blank guiding bolt.
Yes. At first level. 4, 6, 7, 8. For 11 points of damage.
11 points. You're biting it and casting guiding bolt. Is that right?
Yes, I need to make contact with it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. As you just sort of just use your beak to almost sever the neck of this snake in one go.
Welcome to the food chain.
It's still it doesn't let go of your arm. This dead, decapitated snake, which now looks like a broken pool cue to you.
I'll like kind of drop it and look at Sid like, what the fuck?
You look down and you still see this snake's head still in your arm, and it does 3 points of piercing damage.
I meant to say primal savagery there, not guiding
Got
bolt.
it.
That's
Good
why.
to know.
Yeah, guiding
Yes.
bolt's how you one shot
Yes,
something.
yes.
Gnomes.
Hey,
Gnomes.
hey! It's for horses.
Yes. But yeah, primal savagery.
Cool.
Cool. And so I still have this snake on me, or it's clattered to the ground now.
The bottom half is clattered to the ground. Its head is still in your skin.
Can I rip that out?
Yep.
Do we see him acting?
Her?
Hers acting bizarrely.
All it looks like is she has the top of the pool cue stuck in her, like a splinter of wood.
Do you need a bit of cuttlefish or something?
An asparagus? No, I'm fine. It's a snake. But do I still see a snake?
Vela, there's no snake here.
Snake. Wiggle it.
Wait, you. Hang on, wait there. I'm gonna take one moment to say when I picked up this pool cue, it like tried to become a snake.
Oh, thank you for telling me.
But I was just seeing it in my imagination. Has anyone else seen anything weird? Obviously you.
Maybe it's the pool table because I saw a bunch of beating hearts there instead of billiard balls.
Why don't you tell me you saw beating hearts on the pool table?
I don't want you to judge me.
This
I'm
Didn't want-
judging you both.
Didn't
for
want
not-
you. Didn't want you to think I wasn't cool.
I'm judging you both for not telling me about this.
I only just saw you. I put my hand on his shoulder. The only thing I will be judging you for is your beautiful food.
You didn't even get to eat it.
Free!
Okay.
And you rip the snake head off. You can see that your arm is bleeding profusely,
Oh.
and you feel a little bit weaker. Make me a con save.
Are we seeing the blood and stuff?
Yes, you are, because of this wound from the wooden shard of the pool cue.
Said he blew up. Okay.
13.
13's fine. You don't suffer any more in anything else that you know of. You just bleed.
We're all agents of chaos.
I'm gonna stop my two companions and go, listen, we could chase this thing through this haunted house of horrors, or we could kindly knock on the houses next door to this one and burn this place to the ground.
Look, I'm somewhat oblivious here. But I would be careful of what you do because you did that one time and there's been that kind of problem there.
Yeah, I
That was
don't
a-
need any wanted posters. Me getting around.
That was rioters,
Yeah,
not me.
I'm starting to believe you less.
So,
Before you burn the place down, maybe we should find that cat.
Yeah, did anyone see where Luna went? She was outside last I saw.
I swear to God, if she's
Did they see me
if
turn
she's in the
into a
fucking
cat
pantry again.
and jump through? You saw me turn into a cat.
I didn't think I did.
Yeah.
Because I entered inside with.
Well, Michaela just confirmed
Hey,
it.
you spied
Listen to
her
the
doing
DM.
that before she did.
But I saw Luna turn into a cat, so that must be her meowing. So she went into one of the other windows from where we left outside. So we go back out, go through the other window. Bada bing, bada boom, went down here. Let's
I'm
fuck
gonna
with.
start pulling books
Yeah.
off the shelf.
Let me
with my
let me
mouth.
try something, and I'll pick both the directions. So first, I'll point at the room on the lower floor. And I'll go meow twice if you're in this room, and that's message.
Hear it clearly now for the first time in this house in your mind.
No.
She's in here.
Is there any door? Sorry.
There is a door on the far side of the room where you're pointing, Sting, yes.
Velo, maybe you should get this
Beyond
door.
the
I'll be like looking up, when, like, I don't know, is there like a table or something I can hide under when she opens the door?
No, there's nothing in this room apart from a staircase that leads up. As you're moving towards this door, you're starting to take books off the shelves.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the cooking book off. I'm gonna take it off with my mouth and throw it to the ground.
Are you doing anything random, like any random books, or just
No, I'd like to pick them. So the cooking book comes first.
Yep. Cooking books goes on the ground.
Then the council. That comes
Okay.
next.
It's at that point
Fabulous.
where
Yay, 4 points of exhaustion.
you're sort of towards the center of this bookcase. It's in the center of the room.
Mm.
As you take it out of this bookshelf, this entire thing starts to turn.
I like screech. Like a cat again.
All right. As you're
Like I've
screeching,
been
you all
stepped on.
hear it, and as you see this room, it becomes another room. As it turns, you see that these surroundings no longer are a library, but become more of a smaller room. And as it turns completely, like a door opening and closing behind you, you now appear in a different room. And that is when you three come in. It's unlocked this door, and you come in and you see a beautiful library.
Are the books on the ground still for them?
For them, yes. Yes, there are some books lying on the ground. You see that there are books around on the inside, outside of the room, and 3 main bookshelves in the middle as well. Luna, as you look around, you see that there are maybe 20 or 25 torches lined evenly on the outside of this space.
Sit down.
It's a low ceiling.
Look.
And in the center of this room, there are 2 things.
Inevitable death.
There's this hooded someone that's playing a violin to what looks to be an open casket.
Sit very still.
It's the same sound as what you heard outside of this room. The same violin noise, music, but no incense, or very little seems to be seeping through. You turn instinctively behind you to maybe have a notice in a door, but nothing. You're actually quite far away from a wall.
Am I still in the bookcase?
You're not in a bookcase. As the bookcase turned and taking you with it, it became simply another room as it turned fully 180 degrees.
I'm just gonna sit very still, like a statue, and just observe. And have I heard this song before?
History.
No. Oh no, I can't. Smells. 14. I'm so angry.
No, not familiar to you. Low and deep.
Can I see what this figure looks like? Do they look anything like the masked person?
It's
No, I won't do that.
and you all the rest of you are in the room.
Wait, we're all together now?
Not Luna, just you 3.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry.
So what's Selena doing just running off over it? She's being so reckless. Like, she's going to get herself killed if she's not killed.
Hopefully we can help her not do that. Just a little gentle reminder next time we see her. She did come in here after Velo, so there's a little bit of honor in
But do I notice the books on the floor?
that.
Yeah.
And your overresses as well.
Yeah, they do seem to be a bit out of place. Everything else is very neat.
I guess I'll have a look. Maybe if I see that it's a cooking book, sweet. Pocket that one.
Pocket that one, yeah. Take up the others.
And I guess I'll just start pointing around the room. Now if you're in this direction. Now if you're in this direction. Now if you're in this direction.
You hear it,
Which time?
all of them, but you don't know which direction he's meaning.
I'm gonna do it really quick.
Stealth check, please.
I hate this. Natural 20
Yeah,
plus
you-
2.
So stealthy, I didn't hear it.
You heard Luna reply. But Luna, you seem to not have taken the notice of the violinist. As you pick up, you're picking up all the books, one of them being the cooking book, which you then pocket. As you pick up the book that says Councils of Vin, Velo, Hood, you see Sid vanish, the book clattering onto the ground.
Fuck.
And Sid, you appear in another room
That was Emily.
with Luna beside you as the teal cat.
I'm just like this.
Why are you acting weird?
Bite his ankle.
Ow!
And the echo is as though you're in a room that is 15 times larger. And you see through the cracks in the stone that make up the floor incense now starts to come on. Valo and Hood, what are you doing?
I'm gonna reach out and hold your hand. And pick up. There was a
God,
book.
when was the last time you moisturized?
How do you moisturize feathers?
So dry.
It's meant to be dry. That's a sign of good health.
All right, let's do this. Should we
Well,
prepare something before we enter?
I have a reputation of being one of the dustiest girls in High Vantage.
That's
Inside.
yeah. Can I inside that?
Yeah, I mean it's the truth, and it's a good thing.
Stop.
So I'm going to hopefully. So you were reading a book when you vanished. I know it.
Yeah, I guess I picked up the books, pocketed one, and then disappeared on the second one.
I'm going to pick it up and go. Oh, look, a book on. Look at the front page.
And as you do, you don't get to read it, as you are all now together in this dark room with, yes?
I was gonna ask because I'm holding onto his hand.
Huh.
You go.
Go ahead.
You go with it.
Can I ready in action to throw a dagger?
Okay. Sure.
Ow!
As you're all in this room now, dark, torches. Apart from the incense starting to billow out from the cracks in the stone, you see that each torch seems to send a thin stream of fire to another torch, and another, until all of them are connected by this four-sided fire. As this violinist continues more and more. Same speed, no faster, no slower. And then stops. You can see that she had her eyes closed. And as she opens them up, unfamiliar to you. He says directly to the casket. You can't quite see inside. They made it here. It didn't work, madam.
Oh,
I guess it's your turn.
Me just sitting there.
And rising out from the casket, just with a jaw filled with razor sharp fangs.
Throw a dagger out.
Okay. In that moment, Hood just and we'll take a 2-minute break at that point.
Oi! Bow, 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 bow,
2
bow.
minutes.
Fuck your mother.
I was waiting for that. Yeah.
Fuck you, Mom!
Alright. we'll take a 10-minute break. We'll be back in 10. Enjoy our little show reel about our favorite moments.
Show reel.
We'll be back soon. See you soon. We're going to take the quickest 10-minute break. Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh. Momentary chilliness.
as
Yeah,
This-
welcome back.
welcome back. As this mother waits and rises out from the casket. Hood, you throw a dagger directly at her. Make me an attack.
She's actually our colleague and friend.
It's not my highest roll.
You found a cure for the disease. I'm saved.
That's going to be 17.
Hits. Roll me a damage.
No, I don't get Marcus Audacity.
Why did you stare at us for that length of time? That's not funny.
So that's a total of 4 points of damage.
4 points.
Yep.
Okay.
I thought I'd give him a critical hit, but doesn't my sneak attack apply because I'm so
Sneaky.
because she was up,
She wasn't,
unaware of
she
the
wasn't
attack
proposing
coming.
to anyone.
She
So.
was unaware of the dagger coming for her head.
Was it the curved dagger that you pulled out of her?
It wasn't actually.
So she's super exhausted.
No, you do not get that. At this point, you are suddenly finding yourself.
Oh, great.
You suddenly find yourselves back in the antechamber that leads up the staircase and no longer in this room of dim light. So, as you look around, you are separated from yourselves. You are a bit apart from yourselves. You're still a cat, but you see at the top of the stairs,
Still
in
sitting.
this room that you were in, Velo, Sid, and Hood, this figure, this female figure that has the violin, and she plays. And this wrangled haired, pale old woman that looks like she has this line of fangs, looks out at you all and just hisses. I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Do we surprise her because I hit her in the face with the dagger?
What?
I'm milking everything I can.
You're, you're really trying, aren't
yeah.
you? You're really reaching, buddy.
I guess as we roll for initiative, I'd look to Valo and go, looks like you got competition with the dustiest lady.
Also, let me know if that music is too loud as well. It's chatted.
D20, we're relying on you.
Um,
Not even a mod. We're relying on you.
appreciate it. Actually, I might put it down a little bit. We'll see how that goes. So 20. Anything over 20?
Wow, you expect so little of us.
Anything over?
Oh, actually. So no, it's not over 20. Sorry.
Who got over 15?
Yes.
What'd you get?
13. I think my initiative was
That's
Yeah,
not
so-
over 15.
18.
All right. I thought you were saying 13 was over at
Yeah.
15. I was going to be like, bro.
Anything else?
15.
15. Anything over 10? What'd you get?
12.
12? And Velo.
4.
What?
Yeah. Wasn't
What did you roll?
Led to.
Excellent. All right. With that in mind, I hope you have your roll 20s up.
Nice. Yes.
This lady is.
That's fine. Do I have the power to move Velo
Okay, I can
Right.
do that.
by chance?
I can give you the power. Yep, you do actually.
This is not the musical episode. If you could press the thing. That
Oh, the
makes
thing. Sorry, the thing that makes the thing. My bad. Let's do that. All right.
I'm
you
sitting
now-
on a rainbow road
Yeah,
right now.
You now have access to the page. Apologies. So you are all separated. With at the top of the staircase, the the lady who called this creature her mother or a mother, playing the violin. Hood, what did you? Oh yeah, you've already done your damage. You had thrown the dagger. You have now appeared back in this room, and all of a sudden you're back in action again. Your turn first.
Okay, so we're in a totally different room now.
Yes, yes. You seem to be looking around. You seem to be back in the house. You notice and recognize the table behind, the table that is in front of you in the far other side, and you notice that behind you is the door to the library again.
Okay. I'm going to throw another dagger, but this time I'm going to steady aim and give myself advantage.
Okay.
And that's a 24.
Hits.
Is that advantage? I have sneak attack. That's a 2. So 5, 11, 12 points of damage.
12 points. All right. With your dagger, and you go up to her, or you're throwing it.
I've thrown it, yeah.
Throwing it to your side and to your right, and as you do, you see it just stick within this dead skin, this flaky white shoulder, and doesn't produce any blood.
And she's holding a violin?
No, it's the lady up top, at the top of the stairs, that is.
Yeah, so
Still playing.
that's the one I threw the dagger at, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so you're throwing it at the violin player, not the lady that's directly to your right. The mother.
Oh, I completely missed that. Yeah, I missed it, so it was the woman on the staircase.
Okay, no problem at all. As the dagger is thrown towards her, it seems to ricochet off something, almost like it hit the violin and bounced off, scattered on the stair, and it's now at the bottom of the stair system.
So I missed with a 24.
Oh, no.
And the music starts to play a little bit more fervently.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
I can't move because I use steady aim, so that's my whole turn.
All right, Sid. You
Uh,
saw Hood's very precise strike, but it reached.
But the music changed tempo at that point.
Got a little bit faster. You recognize that. And roll me a history check.
Zero.
Continue.
I guess if I notice the change in tempo, I might attempt the equivalent of like when someone's trying to count and then someone beats a douche and is like 7, 8, 5. But I'm gonna do that musically with my lute and see if I can pick the key or the mode that she's playing in, and then maybe start playing the odd flat note to the actual key.
Devil
Performance,
went down
yeah.
to Georgia.
I need to listen to that song. It's really good.
It's a great song.
So,
Idea.
12.
A 12. Okay. As you begin to start to try and distract from the performance, initially you thought you heard the violin player make a false tune, but it was only a counter to your counter, and she seems to continue playing unabated, not seeming to stop, not seeming to be disturbed by it.
Then I guess I will bonus action second wind so I don't die.
Okay. Heal yourself.
Yes, which is
Heal yourself before you kill yourself.
basically. Fucking 6 points of healing.
Okay, 6 points, and that's your turn.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
All right. This creature known as Mother goes up to the probably up to this way because she looks behind and sees this cat and doesn't see a threat. Goes towards you, Hood, and it will make 2 attacks, one with claws and one with a bite. Claws go first.
You're a vampire, Cash.
That will be a 23 to hit.
No, misses.
Holy shiza.
No, it's
Misses, say.
Instead of dealing damage, it automatically grapples you.
okay.
This creature digs into your shoulders and just looks at you before trying to get you with a bite. That one's a little less. That's a 10.
Well, yeah, miss.
Misses? Okay. You manage to just put your head away from her snarly attack. She was just going to go straight for the cheek, and you manage to just get out of the way. That's her turn.
Well, the second most dustiest woman's coming for me.
I need lunatic.
Sounded scary. Don't say it like that. I am going to move here, and if possible, I would like to be like peeking around the corner. I don't just want to be hiding behind the wall.
Okay, yeah,
Does
sure.
that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be peeking behind the corner, and I'm going to go meow, and then I'm going to realize I'm still a cat, and I'm going to use my bonus action to revert my form.
Mm-hmm.
And pull out my bow and ready in action, but I want, and it's just arrow. I'm not gonna let go of it. I'm gonna yell out, who are you guys and what do you want? Why is this happening?
Okay.
And my action is held until one of them looks like they want to kill me.
Sounds good. Alrighty. Someone targets you. Until someone targets you.
In this turn, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Not your friends?
All right. Bella, you're next.
Screw you.
Cool.
I didn't say anything.
So she's up and out of her coffin now, and standing right at the head of the stairs.
So this this weird looking.
Right.
Yeah, there you
My
go.
apologies. Yes.
No, that's all right.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to cast. Let me just check the rules so I don't want to hurt my friends with my area of effect.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is cool when you're hit with ice knife.
Nice knife.
Cool.
Can't be done. Just have to damage your friends.
Yeah, you're pretty dexterous, Hood. So I'm gonna fire an ice
Well,
knife.
it's over here.
Yeah.
Oh, you're firing there.
Yeah.
I thought you were firing up here. I was gonna be like, bruh.
No. I'm gonna fire an ice knife right at that creature that's dueling Hood.
Okay.
Mm.
As this thin streak of sharp, cold ice, just you see Hood to the corner of your eye as you're being grappled. Just this streak of white.
That's not cocked. That's a 10, right?
That is intense. Yes.
Sheet. 15 to hit.
A 15 hits.
Cool.
Woo.
Cool. You live. No AoE needed. For 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Okay.
Frosty damage.
Out of interest, am I still grappled?
You are still grappled. At your turn, you can try and ungrapple.
Yeah.
You manage to just stab the temple of this lady with fangs, and she lets out this sounds like a gasp. She continues, does not stop, just holding her claws, long fingernails, dirty, and just digging it into you. But the ice thick is just out, just jutting out of her temple.
Brain
Ow.
freeze.
What else are you doing, Bella?
Then I'm going to that's pretty much it. I can't take my bonus action
All right.
because that would be a second spell. So
All
that's
right.
it. That's me done.
Hood, you can attempt to get ungrappled at. Let me see if it's at the start or at the end. At the start.
No, so make a roll.
It'll be acrobatics or strength, whatever you prefer.
Take acrobatics.
Yep.
That is a 21.
Yes, you managed to unfurl yourself from her claws, and you are in close combat.
Are we top of the round, are we?
Yes.
Arrow goes down.
What are you doing?
Wow, you're ugly. I
You can see her face is just that pale skin that's just so dry. It's just flaking off like thin wisps of paper.
we've encountered these things before, haven't we?
Yes.
And as far as I know, it's an undead creature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my bonus action.
Probably should.
Yeah, okay. So action, I'm going to reach into my inventory if this is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Get my holy water out and smash in its face.
Whoa.
If that's allowed.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
I can't believe Gold Coast is.
What do I get?
There's a sin city.
Proficiency?
Add your dexterity bonus.
13, 16.
Yeah, hits.
Nope.
So you're just smashing a
Big
holy
dick
water
comes off
vial
the
in her
back.
face.
Yeah.
Okay. You see glass just whoosh, just dig into shards of glass just are jutting out of her cheek and her eye. The water is starting to seep into the skin. It seems it's disappearing, and this little bit of water that's running down her face. She screams as it almost is caustic to her, and it's bubbling her skin. Roll a d4 for the glass.
One.
And then a d6, d6 for the Hollywood.
One.
2 it is. Alrighty. So
Fun
you can
is
see it's done a
fun.
little bit of damage, but it disappears after a little bit.
It
It's just
felt-
a couple of trickles of water.
It felt cool.
My dice are contagious. People sitting next to me.
Bonus action disengage. I'm going to loop back and hang out with my buddy that just helped me out.
Fellow.
Ms. Velo.
Alrighty.
Miz, you've been divorced.
Old Dusty Spring.
Sid, you're up.
Does it cost any action economy to
30, yeah.
let a pan flute?
No.
Just gonna really try and annoy this musician to put her off, and I'm just gonna.
The ringing of this hand flute just is deafening over the top. You can roll with advantage this time round. I'll counter.
23.
4. Jeez. This time the music falters, and as this beautiful violin continues, you can see that the eyebrows are furrowing on this female's head. You can gauge a little bit more about who she is. She looks like just a young. She looks maybe half elven in demeanor. In look. She seems to have this serious demeanor on her face. She's concentrating very, very hard. And as you make her falter, you watch as this instinctively you look over to this woman who's attacking Hood at the moment, and she falters. You can see that some of the skin starts to flake away more.
Noticing that, I'm going to action surge,
Mm-hmm.
and again, just trying to annoy her and infuriate her to mess with the music. I'm gonna cast message. I'm gonna point at her and go, "Your mum is so stupid that she put lipstick on her forehead to make up her mind."
I hate it. Awful.
Never heard that one before. That's amazing. That's really good.
Hey, I googled Joe Mama jokes. I've got the top 55 here. So.
Many rounds.
So good. Okay, all right. And make me an intimidation check, please.
He protect, he
I'm
distract.
pretty sure that's a. Yeah, that's right. 19.
A 19.
People's
All right.
attack.
Cool. Thank you. I'll take that. I'll take that into consideration.
Distract.
And
Yeah.
I will bonus action
Disengage.
invoke Rick to
He
appear.
died.
I guess at the base of the stairs, and then just move up in front of her and be like,
All right.
give it to these ones,
All right. Rick is there.
because I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
I'm a survivor.
All right. With that in mind, the woman goes next. Now you've moved away, Hood, didn't you?
Yes, yeah.
And that didn't invoke an attack of opportunity because you used your
Bonus action
thingy.
disengage, yeah.
Great. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She can make it all the way anyway.
Oh no.
She's going to head over and she's going to,
Oh.
again, start to... Oh, she's going to do that. You can see that some of the flaky skin starts to reform.
Ugh.
And it seems like, and that ice sticking out of her forehead drops and that wound starts to heal up.
Moisturized it.
She'll make 2 attacks both against, this time you, Velo. One is a claw attack to try and grapple you.
Ah!
This one is going to be, it won't hit. Next, she's just going to try and claw you. One is going to be a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Some
Meat
finesse and dice roll.
beats.
All right, I will roll damage there. Uh, 8 points of slashing damage as she
Ow.
slices through the tendons of your arm on your left wing, and she gives you a, not seemingly speaking, but just hissing and growling towards you, as that music becomes a bit more. It's almost like the strings are being pushed down more, as each note seems to be getting deeper and trying to be a little bit more longer in every note. Luna.
I'm gonna go. Today was supposed to be a star card day, and then I'm gonna cast Charm Person on the violin player.
Okay.
So yeah, Wisdom save, I believe.
Wisdom save.
Make it bad.
Okay. What did you want to tell her?
I just want to know what it feels. I'm just gonna be like, who are you and what do you want?
The violin continues playing.
Help!
The violin continues playing.
And why did you stab me?
The violin, though continuing, she speaks to you. We are the conclave.
Oh.
We seek anything and everything that is left of magic. And we consume it.
Okay, well that sounds really inconvenient. Do you think maybe you could not?
That is no longer a possibility.
That was really vague. Is that a yes or a no?
I'm sorry.
Please
But
don't
we
kill
must-
me and my friends.
You made it all the way to the sanctum. There is nothing else we can do.
Sucked him.
You mean this house? This house with one door.
No, but we got
Sa-
stabbed way out of here. We got stabbed in the street.
You showed your magic. You showed you can conceive.
He's just an illusionist.
And so, we drew you here. We can see the magic that you have. See it.
What's your name?
Barda.
If you had to spell it.
Barda.
Fancy stuff as we prefer.
Hey, bud.
Shut up.
Mother
So-
will make sure that your necklace, and now she looks towards you, Bella,
Oh.
that your necklace is no longer yours, for that is where and what we seek. You will be killed now.
So I get the sense that it failed, right?
She's speaking to you. Not, well, no, your sense is that it's succeeded.
Please stop attacking us. We are friends.
What?
At that point,
It failed.
the music stopped.
Yay.
The violin ceases.
Could you get your mum to stop attacking us, please?
As the violin stopped, you can see the flaky skin turn to almost snow. As whatever bits of skin was molding this figure together are now simply dust on the ground.
I'm gonna look at my friends and go, we have an hour? Great. If you could tell us everything about the conclave, that would be really good. Who are you? Where did you start? Who's your leader? Why do you hate magic?
At the top of the stairs, this young girl simply puts down her violin and looks towards you. Our leader is unseen. He
Is that their name?
is known as the unseen.
Does he look like you? Is that why he's unseen?
We receive messages from him. We don't. see him. We don't. We have never. We have never had a visit. Simply commands.
Why do you follow him?
He brings us, those who are willing to follow him. He promises us these high magics as a gift. To sit beside him when Vim is his.
How does he plan on making Vin his?
Magic is all. When you have magic in your midst and in your command, and others do not, it's a simple matter of bending will.
What's his power source? Like how obviously we think he's great, but if we didn't and we wanted him to die, how would we do that?
He has not shown himself to me. I'm not sure. He accepts all though. He accepts everyone. You too can also be a part of it.
That's a very sweet offer. Why do you hate magic? Or do you just try to give it to him?
About offering it to him.
Right.
Finding the last remnant.
How do you present it to him if you've never seen him? Don't show me, just tell me, please.
Within items, and we simply leave it. We leave it in places he wants us.
Like where?
Homes. It's always different always secretive. In the forests and the trees. Never in the same place.
Have you taken anyone notable? Or has the Conclave taken anyone notable?
Some of the Fae.
Which ones?
Soon after the magic of Vim disappeared, he wanted us to get and find the remnants of any Fae who still had magic and was trying to fix it. The Moonlit King.
Hmm?
The Moonlit King. We offered to him and he took it. And he rewarded us
With what?
with some magic of our own, which is why we can do this. Be here.
Where were you previously?
I was a part of. I lived in Tibret. I was approached by his voice, asking if I would like to serve. Now that, even before the magic really went, a long time before,
How long? In years.
for some months,
How old are you?
in elvish years,
Like in...
human,
Yeah.
and just before 20 years old.
So you didn't come through the portals then?
I did not.
Did your parents?
Grandparents.
Where were they from?
They died soon after they came through the portal. My parents said they had some sort of sickness and they wouldn't tell even my parents where they came from. Thankfully, my parents didn't get the sickness.
Was there a name for the sickness?
No. We weren't told that either. We were simply told it was not contagious, but simply a world-ending phenomenon.
Do you guys want to know anything else? What else do you want to know? Please answer all of my friends' questions. What do you want to know? Don't ask stupid questions. We have an hour.
Well, then don't ask me to ask questions.
Okay, well, Sid, you shut up. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, have you got any friends around here?
Yeah, how many people in this home?
Just myself and what was mother.
You don't have any like conclave social club where you get together, you know, roll some dice, sit at the table?
Not in this city, not in this town.
Could you please put all your weapons down?
I have none. Just the violin.
Could you please put the violin down?
It is. She already had already put it.
Sid, would you like this violin?
I'll go over and pick up the violin. Just try smashing it in
Oh,
front of her.
Lord.
Smashing it where?
Like on the ground in front of her.
It hits the stair and it splits in two. And you can hear the strings go boom and
We just protected you. We saved your life.
I'll throw the remnants down and go, it's just there if you're looking for it.
No. No.
she can try and save again before the out.
Please forget that we ever existed. Bye.
Okay. At that point where the violin hit the stair and broke, she looks down at it and looks back up at you. Between you and Sid. And says, all my grandparents had left as they came through the portal.
I'll just start laughing.
Do I feel like this is still working?
No, the magic seems to just pass. The she starts to dart and she jumps the full length of the staircase down onto the ground and makes a head for the door.
Can
Can
I
I
reaction?
also do
When
something?
when she jumps, can I reaction? Cast Featherfall on her. And then just like, kind of like walk down the bottom of the stairs and beat her. Like it's just slow falling and just kind
Yes. Ooh, this is going to work like this. So as you cast Featherfall, what are you doing, Luna? As you see that she's starting to, as she jumps and leaps.
Can I move and do something, or
Yeah,
can I
yeah.
only do something? Well, I have half movement, so I'm going to move myself. So it'll be, we're not on that overlay anymore. So I'm going to be within 30 feet of her. I'm going to cast Thorn Whip and try and hit her. And
Okay,
if I
make an
hit her,
attack.
I can
Pull it back.
pull her.
Make an
Yeah.
attack, yep. She's starting to fall a bit more slowly now. As
Do I
you
get advantage because she's falling slow?
What?
That's an 18.
18. Okay, so as she falls, she initially.
She still takes damage if it hits.
Yeah, cool. It does.
Fabulous. So it's 4 points of damage.
4 points. Okay. So as she leaps into the air, you cast Featherfall. It causes her to fall a lot more slowly towards the ground. Her eyes widen, and she casts a spell, which it isn't counterspell, but it does end your spell of Featherfall. As she starts to drop, you wrap a thorn whip around her ankle, and she
Pulling her back
slams
10
onto
feet.
the ground, and you pull, and her head just you hear this audible cracking sound as her head hits the stone floor, and you pull her towards you. Make a strength check.
Good work, Luna.
I don't know if I have to, do I?
You pull her towards you.
Yeah, so part of Thorn Whip is that if
It
the
just-
creature is large or smaller, I can pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to me.
Perfect. And
So
she
10 feet.
Yep, and she gets 10 feet closer. She's sprawling now.
I'm going to be like, that was really mean.
What do you do? What do you
Ah!
do? Bellow.
No.
Bellow.
If this is what's happening, I'm in there to try and like secure this
Make a grapple
Which
check
one?
as you go towards it.
this humanoid.
I'll put the map back up for the
Oh.
purposes of this.
Right, I'll move to where I was. then.
Yeah. So she's gone.
12.
She is here.
should
You are here towards the door. So she was leaping. Oh, you've gone back up the stairs.
Yeah.
Right.
So she would have
she's
been
come
pulled back towards me.
Got
yeah.
it. Rick isn't there anymore.
well, he's still
Yeah,
there.
he's still
he hasn't
there.
been hit.
That's right. Correct.
I would have had to have gone to pick up the violin.
Which was there. Yeah. That's,
Smash it in front of her.
yeah. Okay. Val.
Cool. I'm going to take off if I can and land just just one square above it in between.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep.
Cool.
And then I'm going to fire Burning Hands, which should shoot out I think if it's a 15-foot cone, is that going to hit Sid where he stands?
She's like running away, and we're all like,
Yes.
If I move one square diagonally to the one square diagonally to the left, I'm firing straight down. Is that still going to hit him?
You mean there?
Yes.
No.
Yes, then I will stand there
Okay.
and I'll fire off that one.
Fire off that one. What'd you get for your grapple?
Strength check.
Yep.
Counts flank.
13.
13. She's fighting you,
Hmm.
but she managed to just get out of your grapple.
Okay.
So she's not grappling you. You're not grappling her. What'd you get for that?
16.
The hit.
Sweet. So that is
Woohoo!
9 points of fire damage.
9 points. Okay. You can hear her start to, and she's starting to wail on, and as you're casting this and just shooting it
Me,
at her head.
that was not very nice. Fire.
Yes.
Well, depends whose turn it is.
What are you doing?
I'm all done.
I'm just gonna, if I can, when it's my opportunity to attack, unarmed strikes, you can make attacks that are not deadly. I don't know.
That's
what the
right,
wording
yep.
is. Yeah.
Yep.
Try and knock the person out.
Correct? Yeah, you just declare it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hit her in the head.
Go for it. She's prone, so you'll get advantage because you're within 5 feet.
Hey. Sneak attack.
God, that's not great. On the 12 there. My proficiency is only 2, so it's 14.
Sorry, your proficiency is only +2 for unarmed.
For unarmed strike.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Okay, yeah, no, that misses.
Yeah, okay.
It hits the ground beside her. She rolls away from the stair, and you're just out of reach. You hit it with the fist on the stairs. It hurts a little bit with the bruising, and a little bit of bruising does show up.
Try and capture this woman if we can.
Okay.
She will do her own Misty Step.
Can spell.
There. She's now there. No, that's right. And she's using her full movement to try and head out.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at
Yep.
her. We all know how this ended last time.
What
That
do you think
takes no action or spell slot to do, so that's nice. Why am I going to get another dice
good.
yet again? That's a 21.
Yep, hits.
Great. That's 14 points of damage.
14 points.
Pretty shit for a guiding bolt, to be fair. There was a 1 and
Yeah.
a 2 in there.
Nice. Yeah, guiding bolt. Okay.
Yeah.
This is what happens. You notice as Luna casts guiding bolt, it hits her square,
Non-lethal? No, I'm joking.
square in the back, which sends her flying forward through the door. Sid, Hood. Anyone who wants to can make a perception check because there's the movement just outside the door.
Ooh, that's nice. 19.
Also 19.
Yep.
Mine's like a 13.
Yep. All but Sid notice notice a figure, another person. Looks like a small, dark-skinned being with a hood on over the top. Grab this woman and jump on top of her from behind, and you hear this, "Well, hi," and you see a flash of steel as you hear a and her neck opens up. She falls straight to the ground, face in the dirt, and this figure jumps back down again and turns towards you.
Just to try and get one last one in before the life leaves her body. Okay. Your mum's so dumb, she took a ruler to bed to try and measure how long she slept.
Sid,
What? Fuck her, she stabbed me.
she's dead. She
Thank
stabbed
God.
me also. You're fine.
Yeah, at least she got some your mama jokes in.
How are you fine?
Psychological warfare. I understand.
I'm pretty good.
You'd know all about that being a mother.
Mm.
Hi,
That
stranger.
can't be do.
Who are you?
The small figure
Do you want us to die?
takes the swim back and says, No, I don't want to. I will just sing.
I hate this voice. I hate it. Who redeemed this? Did you see the discomfort in my eyes? Is that why you laugh?
Yes.
Oh, come on.
No,
Round everything.
Don't worry. I come in peace. And you would recognize it. This small, dark-skinned gnome who you've had some contact with in the Ulmerford clan. His name
Oh my
is
god.
Awen.
This was a new one.
This is part of the list. It's part of the list I gave you. One of your
man.
contacts in
Tiburon?
To Bron.
Baldwin?
Toblerone.
Alwyn.
To Brian.
Sorry, Awen Gul
Dear Brian.
Awen Gul
Oh, yeah, I got you now.
Sarip, yeah.
D20. Round Terry?
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not bad. I'm just here on business. I'm just seeing if you're all okay.
Hey, do you know how to make someone less exhausted?
Yeah. No. Don't worry. I got this.
I'm worried.
Um,
I'm scared.
and he sort of just puts his hands up. No, I'm non-threatening. I'm non-threatening. So,
Well, you tell that little girl that.
good. No, she was bad. She was
Little girl.
oh, she's crazy as a road lizard. It's fine. It's fine.
What is happening? Are you okay?
Anywho.
Well, it's good to see you, though, my friend. You turned up at the ample time.
Lord, it's really you. I've been trying to find you all this time. It's so good to see you. Wow. Okay.
Can I have another drink, please? Because I can't get through this without it.
Why am I envisioning?
It's Round Terry. That's who it is. That is not mine.
this was-
I'm not drinking that.
Whoa. No, I feel like I just got here in time. Did I just get here in time?
Well, yes, you did. To be frank.
Perfect time. Perfect time.
Well, that's great. That's great. So,
How did you find us?
Okay, so the rumor mill has it that you were all in this town, and then I heard some magic happening, and I was really interested to see why, who was there. Descriptors happening. It just and your description of your face and obviously a feline
I
ability
do have a
came about.
pronounced face. It's true.
It's beautiful.
Thank
Good.
you.
Great to see you again. It's been ages.
It's been some time, yes.
So about removing that exhaustion, can you actually do it?
Sorry, yeah. And he sort of gets out a small vial. It looks like a small boulder.
Luna's just like wavering, like,
A small
help.
boulder, potion-looking thing that has green bubbles within this clear liquid. And he sort of hands it over to you. Oh yeah, that'll do it in seconds.
am I fine? Or am I at level 2 exhaustion now?
You do lose one exhaustion level, yes,
That's it.
and you're back to being 2 exhaustion levels.
Cool. Love that for me.
So, oh, sorry, I didn't introduce myself.
Oh, awesome.
I'm Awen. House Umakor, I know Hood. So good to see you all. Why was this lady escaping?
Well,
I guess we'll never know now.
that was what we were going to attempt to figure out. We kind of subdued her, and you may have just finished her off prematurely.
God damn it. Okay.
These things happen. It's fine.
No,
We'll find
it's
another.
fine. It's fine. No, I thought she was a threat. She
She's
looked.
part of the conclave.
I'm sorry, I haven't heard of such a thing. No.
Talking about this out on the street.
Well,
Isn't it
here's
best?
good. Here's good. No, it's fine. It's
I'd
fine.
like to get out of
We
the
can
house.
go into the house. I mean, what's wrong with the house?
The house is scary.
You two live in the same area.
Oh no. We used to. I'm from all the way west of here, but we're still part of the same clan.
Right.
It's I don't know what you're talking about, but we're part of the same clan that you
Get out of
own.
here.
Have you not heard of? Has Hood not mentioned?
No, he has. It's just your accents.
Well,
Oh,
house on the
I'm
coast
from
stretches
another
far.
part. I'm from another part of it. It's fine. But what I was gonna say was, the Umakal clan's been looking for you. Have you been in contact with any of them?
I haven't been in contact with Villarreal for some time now. We've been
Right.
traveling from Oldreki. Matter of fact,
But you all the way from there. God damn it. Okay. Well,
and it's more accurate than you can imagine right now.
I'm sorry if I said anything up. Thanks.
I'd like to get out of this house. Please.
I gotta.
I
be
rented us rooms. Can we please go there?
I gotta be honest. I don't have a lot of time here, so let's. If you're okay, you can go to the. You can go to the hotel.
What, you don't have 5 minutes to walk to a hotel?
Oh, I do. Yeah, we can.
Are you here with anybody else?
No. They just sent me here to look for you or around this area. heard from a couple of guards that you were around here.
It sounds like you might have something important to discuss.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. I have something important. We got to discuss this.
Let's do it privately in the comfort of our hotel.
Well, I don't see nobody. Was that the right thing to do? Just, I wanted to finish her off. She was just having a little bit of
She's better dead.
wild look in her face. So I did the right thing.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
No, you did.
No, you jumped the gun.
Yeah, she's going to die anyway. Matter of fact, someone should check her body for some things.
Yeah, that's maybe.
Yes, please, you go on.
Well, I have to catch up with Awen.
Do you want to help me look and maybe check see if she's got any fangs, and I'll lift up her top lip.
Investigation
Actually-
checks.
Speaking of, will you be catching up with Phil or Rel or any other asshole before?
Oh no, I'm not going back. No, I'm going back towards Tolbrand. A bit after this.
Tell me, have you come across any guards on your travels here from
But against bridge.
from Elcor, the captain? I think her name was Arlia.
Alia?
Alia.
Yeah. Alia. She's the one that said you might have been heading around this direction. I just caught her on the way down here. She was super sweet. She was great. Great conversation. We were friends with her.
We've met her around in with her.
Wow.
What did she say
Okay.
about us?
Nothing important.
No. What did she say?
Can I make an inside check?
Even
Sure.
if it's not important, I want to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was a very good friend.
Deception.
Uh,
Would
hey, I considered her a friend. I'm not lying.
Yeah. A 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, he seemed like he's telling the truth that she didn't say it. She didn't have anything bad to say about you. No, Joe. She just said you were here or around the area. I asked a few foreigners, and they said a guy came. A guy called Siddig, a dwarf, was guiding a group of people. I followed that direction, and here you are. Here you are. I'm glad you're safe.
You're
That's
certain
the
he's not
main
being followed?
Come on. Who are you talking to?
I
Who are you
know.
talking?
Can I insight that, please?
Sure.
I know, but
We're part of the Omiclo clan. We wouldn't have a gift.
I've been dealing with some heavy things ever since I left Aldereki.
Did you need a hand carrying those things?
Well, the observation is mixed, but I've been dealing with a great many things in regards to what's happening right now.
What about your mission, though? Your mission for Omiclo?
This is correct, and I'm very close to finishing it off. That's why I was
What have you
wondering.
got left?
I've got the ingredients for the potion. I just haven't made it yet.
All of them.
Yes, well, Villarel has everything but the potion. And
Of
some,
what?
perhaps some fangs.
Because you had. I'm sorry. Should we go to the
Please,
What'd
I'm
you
at 11.
11? Yeah. Didn't seem to be followed at all. Not at all.
I'm gonna be like,
What's up?
let's go.
All right. And you are starting to walk back towards
Feathers in my hair.
the inn that you had exchanged coin, and you get there. You find that there are still some people that are not looking favorably towards you, and some looking in simple awe. But otherwise, they don't approach.
Did you guys find anything on the body?
What'd you get for your investigation?
I
13.
rolled like shit, but while I was doing it, you're so much better at this than me, and giving me blood against me.
Sweet. He's gonna allow it.
So much better at looking at people's mouths.
Is that a D in their mouths? Is that a
I think, is it a D6?
6, yeah.
oh,
Sorry.
yeah. 15.
15. Okay. You find that under the skin, just under the skin, there's a coin that seems to have been. It's a square coin, it seems, and it seems to have been sewed under the skin of this lady. It looks like you can just make out, they're just sort of prodding it a little bit, that it has a depiction of broken scales, broken weight scales, as engraved in it, essentially.
Right, when I brutally cut it out, zero remorse. Do I find any more detail on
That's
the
it, on
coins?
both sides, just that. You also find, and you can make me a religion check. You also find 7 gold pieces. That's currency here.
7.
A 7. Don't recognize that. You also find a piece of parchment. And this piece of parchment reads in common as you open it up and unfold. It's a deed to a block of land, just a bit of land outside of the wall.
Shit, yeah. Open it up. Hey, we own land now. Check it out.
What?
Check it out. Well, we collectively now own land for the first time, and you own 0.1% more land than you did before. Check it out.
I don't own land. I just live on it.
Check it out.
My parents own the land.
One day you will. Wait, do you have any siblings?
No,
One day you will own it all.
I don't know that. Anyway, cool.
You end up entering the inn, and you're welcomed. And
Let's go up to a room, please. Privately have this discussion
Which
when no
room?
one can stab us. We have 4.
What? We're doing well for you. It's good. It's good.
Wait, you know what
Someone-
time it is?
I mean,
Sorry.
Someone pays for it.
No, that's a good question.
about 4.
So getting ready for your date soon.
Oh yeah.
It's got a hot date.
Really? No time for the mission.
Well, maybe it's a part of the mission.
Is it?
He's going to do a honeypot.
Yes.
Perception.
Better stretch.
Right.
Not bad.
Right.
17.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's good.
Hey, you never know when you might need another contact in the area.
You said you had all the ingredients. What, is this a potion maker? Someone who can put it all together?
Unfortunately, fortunately, we had a lot of success in the old Reki, but the potion to make it has been a little bit more difficult, particularly with maybe everything going on at the moment.
Right. So this is a potion maker. Someone who can put it all together, make it all.
She's
Ready
very
to go.
good with chemistry, that's for sure.
Well, I want this potion to be its best quality potion. Whatever we're going to be using this thing for, I'm assuming it's going to be needed for as long as possible.
Only the once. It only needs one application. One application. That's it.
Yes, but minutes and hours could be a definitive advantage.
That's why they chose you.
Perhaps.
He looks impressed. Well, okay. Let's go.
Whichever room.
It doesn't matter. I gave you all keys, so whoever's comes first.
As you all go into one of the rooms, so they all look very, very similar. You see that it's a fairly low, square, ceilinged room, and it's fairly. Even though the facade looks quite upmarket, it's a fairly basic-looking room. It has 2 single beds, one on each other room, with their own vanity, their own bathroom adjacent, and a couple of windows looking out with curtains as well. It's sort of a deep red and a deep green sort of color combo as well. It's
While
all
they're,
carpeted.
Talking and stuff, I'm gonna go into the bathroom and clean my little stabby wound that's
Okay.
hurt me.
Alrighty.
But
And
Keep listening.
Awen sits on one of the chairs, which is in the middle of the room, around a table, circular table. Quite a large one. He carries in. He was sort of at the end of the group as you all were walking in. He carries in what looks to be just a tall glass of this orange juice-looking liquid, and he sort of takes the straw that's in it, has a little sip. So how have we all been?
Velo?
Grace. My name is Grace.
All right, Grace.
Nice to meet you, Chris. I'm Alwyn.
Hi.
Or Awen. So, who was that lady?
She stabbed me like
Part of the conclave?
20 minutes ago.
Her name was
Stabbed you.
Barna.
And then, I heard violin. Was that something that she was doing?
Well, if you
yeah.
want to know the full story, my friend here was cooking this amazing meal for this whole town.
I was there. I saw it
Did you taste it?
a little bit. One of the judges. We go way back. She let me try some. It was great.
Oh, there you
What
go.
did you
See.
think? What did you think?
Oh, I thought it was divine. It was. Well, it was amazing.
Just wait till you taste my blackfish.
Blackfish. Never heard of it.
It's a specialty. I've eaten it like at least 3 times.
Wow. Okay, so you won the competition, and then what?
Some jealous bitch stabbed me.
Really? Was that when all the crowd was there? I couldn't get a real good look. My height is a little bit restricted. Someone stabbed you. You seem okay.
Yeah, I bounced back pretty quick. I'm good like that.
Okay. And then you chased the assailant to his house. What happened in the house?
Well, it was an evil house.
Evil house.
Yeah, there's these things that have been chasing us since I left Aldereki that have these big fangs.
I gotta be honest. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm sure it was an adventure.
I knocked a book off a shelf, and I ended up in front of them.
Well, okay. It
It's
seems all
true.
very magical, but magical.
It's almost like the room was I was there and then I was there, so it didn't feel like teleportation or anything like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, dude.
I saw your magic.
It was weird.
Can you all cast magic then?
Not all of us.
What's magic?
I saw you.
And then
I can cast magic.
Really? How?
It's the magic of Sid.
I have only one spell. It's called throw brick. That's it. It confuses people sometimes, but it's...
I'm thoroughly confused. But Grace, do you have? You look well aged, but how can you throw a brick at your age?
from above. You have to throw it as far. You
With your talent.
yeah, you let gravity do it.
Oh, right.
We have a death pool.
Like a pool of dead people in it?
No, like how long we think Velo's gonna live.
Oh, yeah. Can I have in on that?
Yeah, how long do you think?
4 years?
A gold piece, please.
He just produces one out of his pocket.
Thank you.
Hey. What
Take that gold piece.
what did you? How did you want to discuss?
Well, there is one thing I'd like to know since you've asked me a couple of times about it.
Yeah, of
how
course.
urgent is this equipment that I'm assuming it must be
Yeah. That's why I'm here.
Estonia?
That's why I'm here. Yeah. The Roy Aleth. I'm okay in speaking about this to these are your companions. These are your friends.
They're okay.
Yeah, I've been helping him out with his spycraft.
Oh.
By the way, what does this mean? I saw Philarel doing this to him once.
He saw
To eat. It means to eat.
Num num.
Hmm.
For you, it'd be more like this.
It means that
He
my
looks back
friend has a
towards you.
task.
He looks back towards you, Claude, and says, Are we okay to share?
What he asks, but nothing more.
Fair. Well, it indicates that someone has something to a favor or a task.
Oh my gosh, should that be a code that we all use with each other?
Hmm.
I think that's this one.
No. We don't have any direct understanding of that gesture. No.
Crap.
That's just a rule. That's just
You can add it into your repertoire.
This is what we got.
As I was asking before, how urgent are they? It was never discussed with me from Philarel how urgent the quest would be.
No. We didn't want to put any pressure on you. The Royalettes, the twins, you know them. They're friends. Anyway, they were just waiting there. They're kept safe,
Yes.
Can
and
we insight this to see like what sort of shady behavior this is?
you know for a fact that so far he's been telling the truth. This time he's trying to hide some things. He's trying to go around some words and trying to phrase things a bit differently.
Yeah, you're doing a really bad job at covering up whatever you're trying to cover up.
Okay.
Just speak plainly. We have been traveling with Hood for a number of, is it months now?
Yeah.
A number of months. I think if we were going to betray him by now, we probably would have.
He sort of looks a little bit hesitant towards you, Hood, for a moment, and he looks towards you, Luna, and says, I'm sorry. It's just, it's
I have nothing to gain from your secrets.
the long game. It's just a classic, gain trust, betray. It's not.
It sounds really stupid.
It works.
Has it?
That's the main thing.
Has it worked?
Yeah. No. Not for this. Not for this. Oh.
Okay, great.
Wow.
Hang on, wait there. Then how close am I sitting towards?
Oh,
him?
you're all sort of at the table,
Me just still
a
like
couple of feet away.
He's
wiping
only-
my wound.
Like he's short, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'll
Uh,
be like, come here and get him to like,
He's got a task for you.
and I'm gonna like duck underneath the table and whisper
Yeah.
to him.
Yeah.
And just be like, just pretend we're whispering about something important, so we feel more appreciative.
Can we hear this?
When you tell us?
Make a stealth check, make perception if you like.
yes. Guidance.
I want to hear everyone else's roll.
22.
6.
That is a 19, and deception is 4, 24.
Right? Yeah.
22.
You don't hear what.
Still.
Oh, you want me to do so well? Then that's even higher. 24.
Yes, you don't hear what Hood is saying.
Like, and then make this look really important.
It is. I wonder if we can just continue talking like this because it's really important. We just give you some the next,
Give me a second.
the
so I
next
can hide them all.
instructions, but
Keep-
Gonna
yeah, let's do it.
go up to Valo. You're like,
why don't they just ask us to leave the room?
I'm just looking at these two groups of people and I'm like,
Okay, so why don't they just ask us to leave the room later?
No, but seriously, I do trust.
I'm sorry.
And just lastly, because I know the role,
Yeah.
I'll kill them if they don't.
It's very softly towards you. Says,
It may be necessary, but hold off on that.
so there are a couple of people that have been taken, imprisoned.
Who?
what are their names?
Let's just say they're part of the Umukol clan. That's all I can say right now.
Why?
Because it's dangerous if you
How
knew
can we
all the
help if we
information.
don't know?
This is what you need to know. So they've been taken, imprisoned.
Getting really sick of all these secrets.
No secrets, no. It's just what we do. We just have
I don't care.
these little things that we need to just roll over. It's fine. Now, when the ingredients that Hood has been getting comes into this potion maker, renowned, has the ability to put them together into this potion. That's what he needs to find next. And then after that, what you need to do is you need to go and use them on well, this is where you come in, because they trust you there. So go to the place where they're imprisoned, use the potion, then they escape.
Where's that?
Then they escape, and then House Umaclaw will be.
Where's the place? How can we go there if we don't know it?
Hey, keep your voice down.
Don't talk to me like that. I got stabbed.
Yeah, but not because of me.
Shut up. Where is the place?
Make an intimidation check then.
Don't get advantage because I'm raising my voice.
No.
Yay. It's it's an 11.
11.
Right, if I can.
You're not sorry.
Luna,
This
leave
is
Luna alone.
lame.
If
You
I
suck.
if I told you and then you were tortured, and then someone else knew where they were, they're wanted.
Wow,
They're wanted
tortured.
by-
It's almost as if I didn't get stabbed today.
Luna, how would you feel if your family was in danger and they were going to be killed?
I'll
Would you
tell
not-
you when I know.
Would you not want them to be safe?
I'll tell you when I know. Also, I think I've been endangered enough by everyone's things now. So, if we could all just speak plainly with each other, that would be really good. Because I'm getting really sick of the secrets.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about any of you, aside from the fact that we've traveled together for a very long time. So, this is the time to start. I've told you all very much about my life. Your turn.
Okay,
You're about to learn about it if you can keep quiet.
Okay.
I paid for this room. I will speak how I want.
I can tell you. Just keep your voices down. All right. Yeah.
Sort of leans up a little bit. His head just goes past the so his chin just lands on the table there.
Mike adjust.
They're in under the Everclock.
Sorry?
They're under the Everclock. Under it.
Right. Where's the Everclock?
Right. What's this place? Underwater. Way above.
Sea elves are really good people.
This is I've missed some of them. Way above. Whoa. They're way above. The Vim, just in Vim and Jim. There. Where the big whirlpool, there's a big whirlpool there. That's where the lizard folk are mining for those magic items, or were mining. I've heard rumors that because magic isn't a thing anymore, they're not. It's under there, but there is a secret prison, if you will, that they're being in.
Was that so difficult?
Oh yeah.
Why?
But now, if you all get magicked or mind
Magic.
probed or tortured, and you know this, Asumako can wipe away, can be washed away.
Don't worry.
Think about what you do with charm.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
When you charm those people with those spells.
I never did that.
Okay.
Can you make a deception check, please?
Yeah, rest easy. I swear that I will die well before they catch me.
Terrible. Terrible. That's it.
Sounds
Whole
like
10.
less than 4 years.
No, 4.
What'd you get? Yeah. You know she's lying.
Yeah,
See, I can lie.
not very well.
Maybe to you.
No lying, no. We just want peace. Prosperity. And we want secrets to be kept secret. That's what the Asumako wants. We just want to prosper. We just want to be who we are. We can't do that without our leader. Our leaders. They're the ones that say,
Who are they?
you want to explain?
I've already talked about this with you.
That's true. You have. I'm not sure you guys might report to different people.
Now, if I tell you, you have to respect what I ask you to do. This is how
Are
it
you
works.
going to ask me to jump off the top of this building?
No, I'm going to ask for you to be silent and listen.
You could say it nicer than that.
Is there a nicer way? I'm just
Hey,
being
Lena,
direct.
this is really important information. If you could please listen to me while I explain it, that would be a nicer way to say it.
I unfortunately do not have the punctuation or vocabulary that you so have.
That was just as many words.
But, great dear
Can I
friends
just
of
put
mine.
please in front of it, maybe?
great dear friends of mine. I'm gonna stop for a couple extra seconds.
Are they dear
Good.
people?
Their dear friends, yes, have been captured, and a lot of my friends have been killed because of secrets that shouldn't have been told.
Mhm.
And now we endeavor to try and get them back.
Mhm.
And their names?
Mhm.
You sure you want me to tell you?
Mhm.
Just let me take a second while I pull up one. Vistonia is definitely one of them, which I remember. And Wereleth.
Sorry, once more.
Wereleth. I can give you the spelling for it.
Also, Aubrey, she sent her well wishes. She remembers she was meeting her a lot, and she really misses you.
I do miss her too. We were recently in the library. I wish I could have gotten one of those books.
She's in hiding at the moment, and she's safe. She's safe.
Do you have any dirty secrets about Hood? I'm not talking about, like, life or death secrets that could be used to harm him, but, like, embarrassing stories.
What filthy story could you hear about him that would shock you?
You don't know.
I'll tell you what, though, I can create one tonight. Okay.
What time's your date? You should really get ready for that. You should lick yourself.
It's only like 5 o'clock, not even. I got heaps of time.
Okay, well, maybe you should
Yeah,
go.
there's plenty of festivities going on.
I'm
Don't go down
exhausted.
there.
Wash your brain.
Yeah, I'd always recommend it's a good wash down.
I've got some bombs.
I
You
also,
can't just balm, you gotta wash then balm.
I also bought you really nice clothes that you should wear.
No, but I like my rugged. It's what worked for me before.
Or maybe just do half and half. Half formal, half not. Then it looks like you tried.
Before we move on to this business interaction you're going to have,
Business and pleasure.
oh, okay. Okay. The message I wanted to give you was where they were,
Wow,
where they
this
were,
took a long time to get to.
being held captive, and just we have fast means to get there if you.
That would be helpful. One of my biggest worries is traversing all of from where we were and where we are now. I was hoping to maybe meet up with our friends in the Riverlands. Arton?
Arton, yeah. I said hi to him just the other week. He's fine. He's fine.
So he is close by. He's still not in Dunstead.
Oh, he said he was going back. He says he was going back to Dunstead, and he was just going to he was going to seek you out. But I said I'd do it.
Are you heading back up to? Do you know where Philorel is? I
Yeah.
believe she's handling this contract.
As far as I'm aware, she's back at Old Recky.
In
That's
which case,
where
we-
based her operations.
And I'm guessing the Whirlpool. Sorry, out of character. It's to the south. Yeah. Okay.
North of you.
Sorry, north. Yeah. No, cool. I guess I could hold on to these ingredients until I make our way back.
Where do you think you're gonna find like a potion maker?
There's a couple in this town. Alchemists that help with the crops.
Yeah, a couple. Yeah, there are. I don't know if they're able to put in these weird and wonderful ingredients together, but maybe you could see them, you could ask them.
So, about those embarrassing stories about Hood.
Could be more embarrassing than suffocating on Lecter.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, you don't know?
I don't look at it for me. I just assume you're gonna tell.
I'm just gonna interrupt him and be like, Hood ate shit.
What are you talking about?
There was this blob of a thing that was just covered in its own filth, and Hood's little snout there ended up right between its butt cheeks.
I gotta be honest.
He actually died a little bit.
Wow.
It wasn't good.
I was able to bring him back with throw brick.
So you use it a lot.
Versatile spell.
From high above.
He sometimes puts it in a sack and like
Throws it
Throws it
around, throws it around a little bit. Yeah.
We should have done that.
I can hardly believe it.
friend.
You're never gonna put yourself in that situation again.
Maybe later tonight.
I don't know what this business deal you have is, but just keep it.
One thing that I can tell you is I marked the house that you saved us at. I did mark it down for later. If House Omni calls around here, they might be want to check in
Yeah,
Just be
we'll
careful.
check it out. We'll check it out. Yeah, no
and see what
worries.
information they can gather from
No problem.
that place.
Yeah, no problem. We can.
Is the conclave on our radar?
No. I like I said, I'm not really in the loop with that sort of thing. I've got my own tasks. I just have to come past and check
What are
in.
your tasks?
I can tell you some things, of course, but other things that are just housework. Just like if your parents told you a secret, would you share the secret with them?
I mean, they haven't really told me secrets.
But if they did, hypothetically,
How can I answer a question that hasn't happened?
do me a favor. If something were to happen like that in the future,
That's great. I
Then
know
come
where
back
you're
and tell
going
me.
with this.
then come back and tell me.
What are your tasks?
I'll tell you what. See if I can put you in some perspective here.
I don't really need people to speak to me condescendingly.
In
I've
which
had it
case-
a lot of my life. So if you're
I
not going
can't
to tell
tell you
me,
that.
thanks. That was a more direct answer.
I can't.
Was that really that difficult?
I
A
bet your
little
tasks are shit and boring. You're in charge of getting bread and stuff, aren't you?
He sort of gives you a bit of a.
No.
Hey,
Nothing
don't
like
talk
that.
to Awen like that.
Nothing like that.
Okay, well, this has been great. See you later.
I'll just go over.
You're fine. You can stay if you want. If not, I'll head downstairs with you.
Yeah. Maybe on your way out we can grab a quick drink, yeah?
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Okay.
You have a
Right.
day.
Enjoy your drink before you drink.
So he starts to walk out,
Stabbed you in the throat.
and you're going with him.
Yeah, I'll head down. I'll look. Anyone else?
If we can join. I wouldn't mind picking your brain about maybe some tips about spycraft. I helped out Phil Orell with a couple of things.
Well, if you guys can set some drinks to the room, that would be nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
You not coming?
No?
It'll be on my tab. It'll be fine. I've got a little tab here.
Great, then you can send them up.
Yeah, cool. What do you like to?
I drink wine.
The best in the house.
Yeah, great.
Yes, let us cater for you.
It's been a pleasure. It really has been a pleasure.
I didn't ask you to cater to me. I just said if you're going to get a drink, if you could send one up.
Anyway, we
Sorry,
better
I forgot I
probably
paid
go.
for most of the drinks this journey.
No, I'll pay for it this time. It's fine.
Sorry, I also forgot I paid for the rooms. Would you like me to hold on to the key that I got you?
Fine.
Great. Enjoy your date.
Will do.
Whoa, there goes the accent.
What are you doing, Billy?
I'm gonna go down to the bar, but I don't want any part of this. Are there any dwarves down there in the bar? sitting
Downstairs?
around?
Yeah, there are a few around.
Hmm.
They're mostly at the bar having a drink while sitting at the bar. They haven't gotten their own table that's sort of in towards the middle of the room. And there are three of them. But they are sitting separately. It's not like they know each other or are talking to each other. One of them looks farmer-like, is wearing sort of a fairly loose tunic and pants. Another looks like he's part of the festival. He looks like he's got a lot of paint on his hands and legs. So sort of maybe even helping set up. And the other, you can't really tell line of distance.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to one that doesn't look like a farmer or a painter. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I traveled into town a couple of days ago and I found something most disturbing. One of your
Oh.
kin inside the belly of a beast.
Oh.
Yes. Well, pulled him out of some great. What's that thing called again? Basilisk. A basilisk. Me and my companions.
He looks over to you, Sid. He looks back to you.
A basilisk that me and my companions ruthlessly slaughtered.
Never heard of such a beast.
It's like a giant dragon, but worse.
Okay.
And by worse, I mean worse at being a dragon.
Oh.
Not more formidable.
Oh.
Anyway, it's dead. And in its belly, which we were looking in for scientific reasons, we found,
Culinary reasons.
we found one of your kin.
Oh, that's a shame.
But when I asked the magistrate here, or whatever his name is, guard captain or whatever, he seemed cagey about it. Has anyone gone missing?
Cagey. As in hiding something?
As in he wasn't telling the whole truth.
Ah. Well. That's not very good, is it?
Hmm.
No, I haven't heard of anyone missing from the village. We've got a billboard, though, if you want to have a look towards the entrance to the town. Missing people, jobs, general money-making schemes, things like that, advertisements. If you want to go and have a look, you can.
I'm going to turn towards my companions. As much as I would love to join you, I can't help but wonder who that dwarf was and who's missing. We probably should lie, say that I buried him somewhere on a hill or something. That'll comfort them.
What did you do?
What do we do with him? We just leave him there?
Yeah, pilfered 5 gold coins off him, and then we kind of walked away.
We just left him next to the other corpses. Anyways, we buried him on a hill. There was sun, there were flowers, and we didn't bury him. We rock grave. That's what dwarves like, right?
Some, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. We put him inside some kind of rock capsule
I
up
think
on
it
a
was
hill.
slightly difficult to identify because he melted a little bit.
Oh.
It's only really half of him, the top half.
It's half a capsule.
Oh.
Half of a capsule.
Well, that was really respectful of you.
Hmm.
We do what we can.
Anyway, the billboard is toward the center, front of the town. Anything else I can do for you, gentlemen?
No, thank you. Thank you so much. What are you drinking?
Mead?
Well, I'll have them send one over for your trouble. Thank you.
Oh, look, you're too kind. Thank you.
And I'll do that on the way out. Just go to that billboard.
Sure. Take 2 silver off your money.
Sweet.
That wasn't the bartender, was it?
No, it's just like a patron.
Patron, yeah. Alright, do you want me to pay for the wine for Luna?
Stingy.
Didn't the old mate say he was going to pay? Well, that one?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I'll pay. Wine up to the.
Have a good night, Sleona.
Bye.
Bye.
See you. Good to see you. Bye. He sends up wine and a bottle, and you have a knock on the door, Luna. A worker comes in, hands you the bottle, from House Ulmator.
I thank them and tip them 5 silver pieces.
Okay.
And go back to doing what I'm doing.
Cool. What are you doing?
Writing a letter.
Yep, I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, if that's okay.
Yeah. All right, and you 3.
Yeah, don't fucking talk to me, DM.
Sounds great.
Good chat.
How to play D&D. Not.
What else do you 3 want to do? Head out to the billboard or do anything else?
I was going to...
I'm going to catch up with Awen.
Okay.
So, Lord,
What else? As you're walking out towards the notice board.
Are you saying you go?
Yeah, that's what I was going to have a little drinky poos.
So yeah, you can take your drinks out if you want to. What drink you have?
I thought you would just go onto the billboard.
Yeah, I was just going to go read the billboard and leave,
And you'll stay for a drink.
leave them there.
Yeah, cool. As you sit at the bar, you see the dwarves just the one that you talked, or the one that Velo talked to, just fire glances you a little bit and just continues to sip his second mead. The bartender.
I guess I might get the same mead and try to start a little competition with him.
Okay, just a silent compo.
Bang on the desk, air cheers him, and neck the first one and start the second.
All right, he looks over for a minute. Start to gauge what you're playing, and so that ordered another one. And gulps, and his third goes. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Kraken.
Whoa!
Plus four.
Hey.
Where it counts. He does not keep up with you at all. He gets onto his fifth. Well, by the time you get on your sixth, then he is done. Oh, I have no idea who you are. But this is free. Thanks for the mean. Hey, tall drow person.
That's right.
Is that true what they say about sunlight? Doesn't when it hits your skin, it just burns your face off. Burns it off completely.
Wait, it doesn't? I've traveled to you and your face is still pretty good.
Yeah, my eyes are a bit shit, but
That's
I-
right.
I didn't grow up in a cave, so it doesn't bug me as much.
Bugs are great, aren't they? What about all them tattoos on you? That's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's
The hell are they?
it's just a cool look.
Cool look, eh?
People think I'm cool because I got it. I smoke cigarettes too.
You what?
I smoke cigarettes too.
He tears his jeans as
Well,
well.
that's-
I can't
that's-
understand it.
That's just unhealthy. I'll get you killed in seconds. That's what they say, anyway.
It's the long game.
You're the one who did the magic outside, yeah?
Nah,
Bless you.
I like that lesson. It's just spices,
Oh,
pressure
there's
in
a
a pot.
party trick. Oh, what do I owe you for losing this little competition we had just then? It was fun.
No, I gained it.
No, let me give you something for it. I feel like I owe you for just entertaining the crowd. And he sort of stumbles into his pocket and pulls out what looks to be two small rubies and just puts them down onto the bench.
Oh, a gentleman you are then.
Look, I just think that I don't feel good. I just think that house rather home is just the best place to get these. They're the best rubies from there.
Just gonna grab the back of his head and slam it into the table.
Okay.
Can I intervene?
How do you want to do that?
Be like, wait, sit and try and like smack his hand away.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just do opposite dexterity checks then.
Opposite Dexter. Oh, that's good. Good next.
Yeah, but I used up my one good Kraken roll.
Oh, just suck the shit.
Yeah, that's fine. I rolled an 8, so I'm never gonna 20 something.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah, easy. You see it coming a mile away. As you see the twitch in Sid's eye, you just you hold it. You grab it and hold it as it just starts to come down. And the dwarf looks up. Oh, feeling a little heavy-handed, are we?
Then I'm just gonna pick up the 2 rubies and kind of shittily walk back to the bar.
No, if I'm grabbing his hand, can I whisper, "This man is drunk. Let's see what we can learn from him. Then we can beat the fuck out of him." This is the dwarf, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. For a second, I was like, "Wait, is this Arwen?"
Awen is at the bar, but he's apart a little bit from you, just talking to the barkeep.
Okay, cool. And I look at Sid for a yes. If Sid wants to hit him, I will allow it.
I'll let you do your spycraft.
And
And then I'll go sit next to Arwen at the bar. And I guess while you're doing your stuff, I'll come to that in a sec.
So, house, the house you speak of. What do you know of them?
I just passed through there. They're good to dwarves. I looked, did a bit of a tour, and they're doing it good, doing it really good. They're rich. They're rich, and they have lots of diamonds and minerals, and they take really good care of their folk there. That mine, they did pay them well.
Have you been to the mine?
Yeah, like I said, I did a bit of a tour. Went in.
And what did the Rotherheim plan show you? Did I get that right?
Rotherheim showed me all the beautiful caverns that they've mined out, gold veins. It was good. It was nice and shiny.
And you didn't see any enslavement or...
He sort of winces. What are you talking about?
I've heard different things from there, but
They're the cleanest people I know, apart from all the soot from all the mining bit. They're clean metaphorically.
can I do two things here?
Yeah.
Insight check.
Yeah.
And I want to get a gauge on what this person, like if he looks super rich or if he's a miner himself or
Okay,
as a
sure.
degree.
Sure.
Before he makes that roll,
Yeah.
I'll be a little bit tipsy and paged on this guy, so I'll nudge Owen, hey, check this out. And I'm gonna touch the fleece behind my armor, and I'm gonna cast minor illusion, and I'm gonna make like over the top, like red lipstick and like blush and blue eyeshadow and stuff on this guy's face.
On the dwarven's face.
Yeah, as you're talking to him.
And you're telling
Owen,
Awen to
Awen.
look.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this out.
He looks over as this illusion's taking place, and Hood, you see that this makeup is getting put on.
My ears will do that weird thing. It's like, oh, fuck, something changed.
Awen looks back at you and says,
Wow, that is magic. Real magic. I can still do that.
Yeah, it's good spycraft.
Yo, you're the best.
Fuck this guy. Do you know anything about the Rotherheim clan?
All bits and bobs, but nothing cemented. That they're a bit more secret from the inside than the out.
And I'll let you know.
so yeah, two things. What'd you roll?
I didn't roll yet.
What'd you roll? Roll the die.
Which one did you want me to roll first?
Inside.
Uh,
The other one is just a gauge if he's rich. Yeah.
3 friends.
Okay.
And
This will just be a perception.
perception. Okay, cool. It's 9. Is 12.
That's 12. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's fairly rich. He's fairly rich looking. He's got like a very, very fine white shirt underneath a fairly dirty brown jacket. So he's hiding a little bit that he's a bit wealthy, it seems. He's wearing nice jewelry around his neck, also a necklace, a couple of bracelets underneath this long jacket. So you gauge that he's worth a bit, but you just can't gauge or can't tell anything more than that.
So tell me again, how long have you been doing business with Rotherheim clan for?
Business? No, I was just a passerby. They saw a fellow dwarf. They said, "Hey, you friend, come in. Let's have a look at all of the stuff we do." Went in. And,
I am so interested in this.
no,
Who was the person that who took you through there?
well, one of the guards. I can't remember his name. Just one of the guards. He got me through. I met the big boss dude, another dwarf.
His name?
Yeah. Ask me again when I'm sober. Man, I just
Don't
can't
worry, it's just
remember.
something. You must see, and I'll lean into him. I'm a little bit interested because I want to do some things out better as well.
Oh, business.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to make a place here. you know, with everything going on, any kind of like little bit of information that might be able to help me establish myself with the Rotterdam plan would be good.
Persuasion check.
And I'm gonna push my beer in front of him. Persuasion is pretty good. 13 up and down.
Yeah, okay. He says,
I get advantage because he's drunk.
Vedrum. I think his name was Vedrum.
Bedroom.
Vedrum
It's like bedroom, but with a V.
Rolverheim. There is one weird thing they do though, which is a bit odd. They're clean. They're a clean, fine business. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
They don't have any problems. I thought when I saw one of the I did see one of the miners sort of wasn't doing very well in my travels through there, and he sort of coughed everywhere, a bit of blood came up, you know, the normal stuff for mining. Then they just ignored him. I think they should give him some help.
So you think he should be helped? That's
Oh
not
yeah,
fair.
yeah. I mean, you can't have good workers without taking care of.
That's exactly right. Health benefits, dental. These are good things to be having.
I guess. Well, when you see them, tell them,
R.I.P.
tell them I said hi.
Yeah, what does I missed your name? I think you told Sid, but not me.
Yeah. And his head just goes straight onto the bench, and he just starts snoring.
Has he got a big old bushy beard or anything?
He has a small dark brown, bushy beard. Small.
Well, thank you for that information. I'll give him a little tickle on the beard.
Okay.
Hell? That's so weird.
Sleep tight.
Wasn't that low.
You did the gesture. We just got.
And I'll come back to Sid.
All right, as you both are together and you go back to Awin, you've managed to go to the front of the town, and you see the billboard. On the billboard, there's a whole swath of different things. You know, like I will describe advertisements for work, whether that be caravanners, guards, just woodworking, you know, repairs. One parchment on top of another. There are a couple of missing posters. They are elven, human, portal. And the one you're looking for is there. The features. There's only one dwarf, so you kind of figure that this is the one. But the odd part about it is two things sort of unfold here. It's a missing poster, but then directly next to it is a wanted poster of exactly the same person. And the person as depicted is Siddiq. The missing I guess, description says missing for 8 months, beloved father, husband, went missing 8 months ago went out into the farm at about 4:40 p.m. has been seen since. The wanted poster says wanted for murder. And you can see this time that Siddig, the only difference is that this Siddig on the wanted poster has these weird blue tattoos on his face.
Uh-oh.
Look at
So I'm going to take those two down.
Yeah.
Is there any posters of me up there?
As you sift through, there are 2.
Yeah, I'll take those two.
Throw them away.
Wait, you're pink and stuff now, aren't you?
Eat them.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, with that, I'll kind of look at these and I'm make a mental note to show you, find out about those tattoos. I'll start to make my way back.
Okay. As you do, Luna, you finished your letter.
So I'm gonna finish my letter. Let me know if I didn't finish my card last session, because that will change when I send the letter.
Sure.
But I think I've sent that to you as well. And the idea would be talking to someone at the bar very quickly, so I don't have to interact with any of my friends and be like, please send this away. Here's where you're sending it. That sort of thing. And then I'm gonna go back up to the room and have a handy dandy night by myself, drinking wine, going to sleep. But drinking wine for now.
Sure. As you
Such
walk
fantasy.
down,
This is actually a depiction of my real life. Wait, are we role playing? Sorry, I thought I was just telling Michaela my night. Shit. Sorry, back in character.
As
yeah,
you-
okay.
you walk down to the concierge to hand the letter over. As you do that, there's this lady who's looking down and she's sort of writing. She seems to be the receptionist for the concierge. As she looks up to get the letter, she takes the letter and she looks like she's this very beautiful, thin, pale-looking woman with this sort of fiery red hair, long, thin arms, but
Same.
muscular, no, different. A bit thinner, a bit shorter, but no less powerful, and these fiery red eyes. And as she looks at you and she gets the letter, she says in this, in Elven, she says, though she doesn't look completely Elven to you, she says, "Thank you, Minotaur. I will send this to the correct. Have a lovely evening."
I'm going to say back to her, I haven't spoken Elvish in a while. This is nice. Thank you. If you could get it there faster than the average letter, I would be very thankful.
Very well. It will be expressed.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I will. It would be nice to say hello to your father.
How do you know my dad?
And she she bends down and puts the letter away,
Help.
and you look over, and there's no one there.
I'm going to look around the room and then be, can I see her anywhere?
And the letter is also gone. Another man, human, short, older, bushy beard, comes over. "Yes, ma'am, how can I help
I'm good. And I'm just going to go back up to the room, I guess, or making my way.
you?" And as you walk back up,
Is there windows in the room?
couple,
Sit looking out the window like a sad person.
you look out, and as the sun starts to set, and you're speaking with Awen, and you've got your wanted poster and missing poster, and you had that interaction with that woman at the concierge. You will
Can I be a
feel-
pain? I'm sorry.
Please.
In the letter, I would also attach a copy of the crest that I found on the cart
Good.
and a copy of the card.
Okay. Yeah, you depict that nicely. And as you think about your journey together so far, and your fights and your arguments, you still are together, and that is a comfort. And for that comfort, you do become stronger again in level. Enjoy level 5.
Yeah!
Woo! Should I roll a 1 now or later?
You can look for the audience. You're gonna roll your HP with your.
I do have a question because I know
Finally.
What'd you
when we
get?
level up,
9.
Oh, big numbers.
when we level up, we usually So like, do I lose
7
my
exhaustion.
or do I just lose a level of it?
You just lose that level of it.
Okay, so I'm 1 level exhausted now.
Finally
Fabulous.
rolled a fucking-
Level 5.
Yay! Another rolling video.
Very good.
No, I'm joking. I'm sorry.
How do I get at 5th level?
Ooh, that's a 7.
Big
I
numbers.
love
there.
that.
Oh yeah, 7 sevens, 3 sevens and a 9.
9 with your con modifier, or 9 without your con modifier?
I didn't know.
Oh, that's so nice.
You don't. You when you do the rolled HP, you only put in what you roll, but it will do all your con stuff and that. It's,
Yeah,
Yeah, it
I don't
does
have a
actually.
con thing anyway.
D&D Beyond adds the con like itself. So
Uncanny dodge, so good.
Beautiful. Very nice.
I love
New
that
skill.
new. I get a new spell.
Enjoy.
Is that a 3rd level spell?
Yeah, first level. Yeah.
Oh no.
Enjoy looking through. But
No,
we'll end it
it's
there
too many.
tonight. Action-packed this evening, so thank you very much for sticking around, everybody. And those who'll watch later, enjoy. But thank you very much. We'll end it there, and hopefully we'll do some streams
See you
later
on
this week.
Sunday for
Yeah.
Man of Medan with Promethean at whatever time we decide to be hungover and play games with
Beautiful.
each other at.
All right. Have a good night, everybody, and a good week. See you all.
Thank
Take
you.
care.